Alright, so roll to go first. I'm just going to finish shuffling up. 49.
Nice. Alright.
Is everybody fine with that if it goes to roll off, just like buffer attack on?
Yeah, that way we don't have to go chasing it. Which happens more often than you would think.
19.
Beautifully 9.
Hit.
And
Payne's like, alright, we're going to... Meanwhile, he puts his foot all over it.
reroll that. You did it
Third
again.
time's the charm.
You did it
I was like, I was
again.
ready to buffer it on the
60! Nat 60!
You did a 60.
Oh my god.
Nat 60, baby.
52. Close.
It's higher than I rolled all of last night.
I will go first, and we will go clockwise because I am not a heathen, unlike last night.
Good.
I only did that last night to really just be like, you know what, we need some variety here. All right, yeah, sweet, awesome. You are. I don't even need to tell you guys, but you're. Sadly, I don't have the play that my channel name takes after, but I do have a turn 1 planes. Go. Wait. Yeah. So Liz is like, I confused myself. Oh boy, Mirrodin's core. All right.
Ooh. Is that it for you?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, my turn. Tap, draw for turn. Excellent. Planes, go.
Draw for turn and island, go.
Oh gee, I wonder what color lands he's gonna have.
Probably swamps.
Yep.
That's a pretty good bet. I'm gonna tap this to float a white for no reason other than I can. Balance it for Azorius Chancery. Let's see. Go to end step, I do have to discard 1. Cedar's Lantern.
May I see it?
It is an artifact that I can tap for a colorless, or pay 2 and tap it to scry 1.
Interesting.
Pass the turn.
Draw for
I have better
turn.
things that do better scrying.
A forest. Your turn.
Alright, untap. Draw for turn.
A fairly eventful 2 turns so far.
Island is land for turn.
I was wondering.
I cast Jace Vryn's Prodigy.
Damn it, Mark.
It's a blue legendary human wizard. It's 0/2. Right, that has the ability to tap, draw, and then draw a card, and then discard a card. If there are 5 or more cards in my graveyard, I exile Jace Vryn's Prodigy, then return him to the battlefield transformed under his owner's control.
Spell Pierce.
He transforms into, I believe it's non-creature spells. I don't know. But he transforms into a planeswalker that does things.
Spell Pierce is counter target spell unless your opponent pays 2.
Okay.
For 1 blue mana.
I couldn't remember if it was spell or
It's
non-creature
not
spell.
very good, and it only is good in like the first 2
surprising.
turns of a game.
Pass.
Yeah, I mean,
There are circumstances where it can be quite good.
Or if they're playing an X spell and they're like, dump everything.
Better in the 60 card formats in here.
Okay.
play snow-covered island and pass.
Ooh.
I see he's getting the something real estate joke. See, the thing is, do I want to antagonize Mark now, or because I'm going to play a planes?
Mm-hmm.
Do I antagonize him now?
Am I the person you want to start doing things to?
Well, I mean, no. This deck doesn't really antagonize very well. Well, it does, but
Also,
I don't want to do it right
everybody's-
now.
Everybody's somewhat parity until that flips.
You've got a couple turns.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to play Dream Cache. I draw 3 cards, put 2 cards in my hand on both on top of my library or both on the bottom of my library.
Mm-hmm.
So, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do something kind of stupid and put...
It's early enough in the game to do something stupid.
I'm going to do that. Both on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And I shall pass the turn.
Turn.
My decisions actually do have some kind of weight in this deck. That's why I'm just like...
Oh yeah, Aminatou.
Also, it's kind of a tempo deck in a weird way. If you could make a tempo deck.
Play Stone Quarry for turn.
Okay.
And pass.
Okay. Untap. Draw for turn.
We'll have
It's kind of a tempo deck for Commander, if you could ever make a tempo deck for Commander. Which, harder said than done.
Island is land for turn.
Harder done than said.
I cast Jeskai Banner. It can tap for one of either blue, red, or white, or I can pay a blue, a red, and a white, tap it, sacrifice it to draw a card. Does this resolve?
Yeah.
Excellent. Pass turn.
You're probably looking forward to those tricycle lands.
Those are nice. They're nice. I don't know how much good they'll be for standard, but they'll be nice.
They'll be nice for commander.
Tapping an island for preordained, scry 2, draw a card.
That's fine.
And then I'll tap 1 blue for opt, scry 1, draw 1.
Didn't draw that?
Yeah.
Off of preordained
into
into opt.
there, yeah.
So he's just gonna go to the scry draw like all the way down the line.
You're low on lands, aren't you?
Oh. And I pass the turn.
All that work for one island.
Yeah.
It's a pretty important island.
True. But that's still
But
funny.
it wasn't snow covered.
It was not snow covered.
The ultimate shame.
You and your basic island.
Having to burn 2 scry cards just to get a land.
I'm gonna play Forge of Heroes. And tap for a colorless, or I can tap it. Choose target commander that entered the battlefield this turn. Put a +1/+1 counter on it, and if it's a creature, and a loyalty counter on it if it's a planeswalker. I can target your commanders with this, by the way.
Interesting.
And I will pass the turn. Again, nothing of note has happened other than Mark plays.
You're low on black mana.
Oh, I don't need it right now. I'm just waiting for you to play something a bit more meatier. I'm kidding.
Return.
Definitely has 9 now. Did before.
Honestly, with 3 blue decks here, she can probably start punching face before all of us are just like, wait, no.
She's got some crazy ramp in there too.
2, 4. Plus a vegetation.
You were talking about ramp?
Searching for up to 2 basic lands, put them on the field tapped and shuffling.
But also there's a couple mana artifacts that tap for pretty stupid mana.
Oh, good, you can see. Okay, that's good. I was a bit worried for a second that you
Forest
couldn't see
and
that.
plains. And I will pass while I shuffle.
Okay, my turn. Now, on your end
Don't
step,
pay
I'm going to
attention
trigger
me. It's gonna
Jace.
bother you. Don't pay attention to me, it's gonna bother you.
I'm going to trigger Jace.
It
on my
might
end step.
bother the people
Yeah.
watching it.
Drawing a card. Interesting. Discarding.
Starting interesting counter for every time Mark says interesting.
Oh, that should be.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, we should play a drinking game.
Discarding
Every time.
the planes. Going to my turn proper. Untap. Draw for turn.
I'm tempted to do a drunk magic episode where, like, each one of us has a thing to where if we do it, we have to drink.
I don't drink much, so that could be problematic.
It really could be.
I play Windscarred Crag as land for turn. When the ETBs, I gain life.
Nice.
I'm now ahead. Fear me.
He's ahead by 1 life. Kill him! Kill him!
Parity has been broken.
Alright, if we do the drinking version, we just play at my house because we have more beds.
Psh.
Yeah, I ain't
Drinking and driving is
drunk.
bad.
Indeed. Well, don't drink and drive, kids.
And I did tell Justin the other day that we need to buy. We were at Sam's Club and they had a giant round table.
Okay, let's go ahead.
Oh,
And,
the Knights of the
should I draw removal out now or later? Let's draw it out now.
But the counter spells, you assume.
I cast Gutter Snipe.
Oh.
Gutter Snipe is a red 2/2 Goblin Shaman. Whenever I cast an sorcery spell, Gutter Snipe here deals 2 damage to each of my opponents, making this game that much quicker. Does it resolve?
It
I'll
resolves
allow
with me.
Ooh.
I'll allow it for now.
Okay, pass turn.
Okay. Draw. Yes. Island.
May I reorganize my lands?
Yeah.
Now, with that being said, I'm going to tap 3 islands for Burnished Heart.
Hey, that's a good card.
And I pass turn, yes. About to fix
Straight
my
up.
mana problem.
Yeah, Burnish Heart is fantastic. You get that.
Okay,
and
so
Sunlight
I'm
now.
revealing Banishing Stroke as the first card I drew this turn because it is a miracle card. That's the only reason I'm doing it, just so that I can prove that this is in fact the first card I drew this turn.
Yeah.
So I can put target. I can pay for its miracle cost. I can pay a white and cast it, and put target artifact, creature, and enchantment on the bottom of its owner's library.
Ooh, Gutter Snipe time? If you don't get rid of that now, it's going to hurt.
I am going to cast it. I'm tempted to go Jace just because long term that's going to be a problem.
Cutter Snipe is one of the ways I win.
True.
Psst, you can save that.
Ooh, just mess up his land. You don't require. He doesn't require.
Artifact, creature, or enchantment.
You
I
don't
can't
require
target.
Miracle.
No,
I can target Burnished Heart, but I don't want to. It's like punching a small child.
I
with
mean,
this.
I
be
can
fair-
take care of these.
Yes, you can, but I can take care of them now, so you don't have to.
Yeah, that's
Anything that
actually a
takes care
good
of
thing
both of
to
them at
keep.
once
Yeah.
will also likely
Mark,
kill that. So.
put Gutter Snipe on the bottom of your library.
Excellent. This
Just
worked.
I mean, talking
Hey, you
about
can get
I literally just drew that. Yeah.
talking about.
Oh yeah. By
threat
the way, I
level.
am going to play another planes or a planes. That was land per turn.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No, that's also when you're Merrick. Also, just when you draw for the first card for turn, you should probably just kind of hold it out here to prove, and then you may or may not want to miracle it.
You can see it over here. And
Yeah, but that way we know. It's mostly so we don't just call it Law's miracle,
if it's a miracle, I'll start going.
or not even if it or just hold it aside for a second before putting
I
it.
don't even get to do the thing I actually wanted to do this turn. So
Oh.
instead, I'm going to do the thing that I probably shouldn't do this turn. Pay Azorius and 1 to play Reflector Mage. When it enters the battlefield, return target creature an opponent controls to its owner's hand. That creature's owners can't cast spells with the same name as that creature until your next turn.
What you targeting?
I'm going to target. I know that's going to be an issue. Burnished Heart is Burnished Heart, Mark.
I mean,
Do you
at the end of
really
the day,
want me
it
to
doesn't
target
hurt anyone.
Burnished Heart?
Your targeting is up to you. Slowing down the person who with X in their commander cost is not necessarily a bad thing, but it's up to you.
True, but right now you're also.
At the very least, I will get another activation out of this. And this isn't, and if nothing else, I'm not terribly worried. This doesn't get to do cool things for me for another couple turns, no matter what.
Yeah.
Fair. I'm gonna Burnish Heart. You can't cast it until my next turn.
Makes no sense.
This is mine is the actual threat, though. If you were gonna
That's
do
what I was saying. Like that makes.
I-
Burnished Heart doesn't hit anyone. It just gives me more land.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I'm
That's how you played it.
Pass the turn.
Okay. So
You see, at this point,
So
Mark
I-
and I are just
what
like
that
we're
did-
playing like that 4D chess.
What that did is just set me back one turn behind y'all because I'm gonna have to replay
I mean,
it.
to be
later.
fair, I've also played this deck more recently than I played that deck, and I remembered this deck doing awful things.
ooh, mountain, foil mountain.
Very nice Foil Mountain.
That's one of the Eldraine ones, I think.
Oh, Drain had some really nice lands.
Yeah, it was all like fairy themed.
Yes, because it was the fairy tale themed set.
I love the theme. Just the cards were underwhelming for me, or at least felt underwhelming.
Somewhere
I thought
underwhelming.
Adventure could have been much better.
Adventure seems like a lot of fun potentially. I don't. It just felt. I don't
I
know.
finally just finished putting together.
Ikoria feels like.
I feel like they're really good for Commander because you get 2 uses out
Oh,
of it.
certainly.
Yeah. But unfortunately, a lot of them just pumping things for like one turn.
Sadly. Or they're like destroy target artifact and someone wants something that does artifacts and enchantments.
I did put together my green monocolored popper.
Regal Behemoth. Trample whenever Regal Behemoth enters the battlefield, you become the monarch. Whenever you tap a land for mana, while you are the monarch, add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool in addition to the mana the land produces.
And
Do you need a monarchy tracker?
Okay,
Yeah,
I got
she
all these
doesn't
around
have
here
one. She
somewhere.
doesn't have
I
one.
also do. I can get mine probably much quicker than you.
Yeah, mine's buried in the box over there.
And my burnished heart was a threat.
Okay, so that's a mana.
That's the new threat.
That's a mana +1 while the monarchy's here. So that
Monarchy.
creature needs to go quickly at the very least. Monarchy is fine, but the mana double's a problem. Best way to do this.
And you have 1 blue mana out.
Oh no, that's resolving.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey.
And also on your instep, you draw.
Yeah, you
draw a card on your instep.
It's really nice as like a political piece.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic.
So now you just made everybody want to hit you to get that.
But in this context, this deck is the one that hits everyone else.
Fair. Very
All right. Well,
When I start.
Good. On end step,
You draw a card.
and on your end step, I also trigger Jace.
So what, 3 cards in your graveyard now?
There will be a second amount. Once I discard something.
I thought you already had 2 in there, my bad.
Very well, I will
Realize
pitch
the air conditioner is gonna fucking up the audio.
Righteous Confluence to my graveyard. It's a sorcery where I could choose 3, include 3 modes, choosing one more than once, making a 2/2 white-eye vigilance, exiling a target enchantment, or gaining 5 life. Good times. And then go to my turn proper if that's okay. So I'll tap. Draw for turn. Ha. That's neat. Okay, let's kick this off. I'm gonna trigger Jace. Discarding.
Getting close.
Okay. Discarding Mind's Desire.
That's the one that's like you get to do stuff with your library and then storm, right?
Kind of halfway, not really.
Oh, I'm thinking of a different card now.
You
Close, but not
basically
really.
just get it's like a tutor, right?
No, you shuffle your library and exile the top card of said library. Until end of turn, you may play that card without paying its mana cost, and with Storm.
Okay, so it is the card I was thinking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't like get to tutor, you just like pop the top card off and you get
It's really fun.
free play, which you can get lands off of it.
I used to have it in my drawer deck.
I need to do. What's the? Okay, yeah, we need to do this now. We need that set up. Yeah. Okay. I cast Commander's Sphere. They can tap for 1 mana of any color in my commander's color ID, or I can sacrifice it to draw a card. As a result,
Yes.
excellent. Now I pass the turn.
Well, we'll hit a land pocket here.
You did ask for lands,
I did.
and now you're getting into a mana pocket, and at that point it's just like, I didn't ask for this much lands.
3 and a blue for Frozen Ether.
What does this do?
Enchantment, artifacts, creatures, and lands my opponents control enter tapped.
And lands.
Yes.
So I hate you now.
Sorry, pass turn. I would love to have actually just sacked my Burnished Heart instead, but. Gotta have
Don't
a-
worry, you can play it next turn.
I gotta have the mana to be able to sack, and I'm definitely not gonna play it again for it to get bounced. Just want to be able to sack it in response to whatever you do. Let's go
Well,
ahead
I
and get
can-
that enchantment removal out.
I can only really do one thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh.
Lavinia of the 10th.
Ooh.
Protection from red. When Lavinia of the 10th enters the battlefield, detain each non-land permanent your opponent's control, converted mana cost 4 or less.
Oh, dick move.
That doesn't really do it. Oh, it also enters tapped.
Yep.
So I don't even get to do anything with it. Not that I could.
Dude.
It also
So
is
it's
pro red.
CMC or power? What is it?
CMC 4 or less. So that's detained, but the ability doesn't.
That's-
That
Stays,
just,
right?
that just mostly messes me up.
Yeah, it messes me up.
It's the only other thing I could do
You
with my
have
hand.
nothing out that
Yeah,
has no
but
activated ability. You don't
He
care
has
about
a
it.
he has a
I
way to
legitimately
flicker it back
have.
and forth.
I need black mana at this point, and well, I can't do anything besides play that.
I do make some tokens in this deck, and he actually shut me
This
down.
is all
with it.
detain.
Yeah.
Mark will remember this.
But as a favor,
How are your artifacts?
I'm gonna
detained?
punch Justin for 2 with my Reflector Mage.
How are your artifacts detained?
They're CMC 3 or less.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all
Permanents.
non-land
All
permanents.
permanents.
So that's technically detained, but doesn't do anything to it.
Yeah.
Really. Pass the turn. I'm now wide open. You may punch me as much as your heart desires.
But everything still enters
hold my
tap,
lack of
right? Even
punchability.
though all right.
Because that's not an activated ability,
It's not
that's just a
everything,
passive
sorry, it's just
ability.
my- y'all stuff.
I need that black mana.
And everything enters tapped, right?
Yes.
Creatures.
Land.
Land and artifacts. That slows down my ability to get rid of things, including that enchantment. But
What can I say except I'm sorry?
okay.
Let's put it this way: if I had black mana, that would be gone.
I understand.
If I had black
that's pretty-
mana, that would be gone.
That's
That's a
rough.
pretty vile card.
This is the only thing I could have played,
Yeah.
and it didn't even get rid of the big thing. You should punch Justin. I'm just saying.
Everybody punch me.
IRL or in the game?
So this would tap for 4, right?
Yes.
And
It could be of
a
any
land for
color.
mana while
Any
you or the
color.
monarch add
And
1.
then
So
this
yeah,
would
tap
enter
for
tapped.
yes.
Yeah,
Shuts down
Dynamo.
Grand Dynamo, so shuts down the ramp a little over here, but not really.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, commander can come down. By my count.
On next turn.
That doesn't
Oh, wait.
tap for green.
Oh. Missed that.
But you can tap any for any color.
No, it's 1 mana.
Of any color.
yeah.
Oh crap! No, never
Yeah.
mind. She could totally play Gishath now.
This would be 6. And this would be 2 white.
Yes.
or white and one of any color.
Word soup.
Whew.
Enters tap.
Sadly.
That's a thing.
We might actually be thanking Justin here because he's slowing down that.
Indestructible. It didn't have haste, so there's not much.
Well, I mean, the
She
haste
has
doesn't
plenty
get-
of ways to play or give things haste in that deck.
But she has to also untap it.
That's true too. All her artifacts would still enter tapped.
I'm just gonna do chuckles nervously. We're in danger.
I'm gonna send fire with trample. And pass.
Draw off for turn. Island is land for turn.
Sorry, it was bothering me. It wasn't tapped enough.
It has to be tapped the whole
90 degrees.
And now it's bothering me because not everything's tapped.
No,
the same
Mark and I
direction.
used to play with someone back in college who only tapped his lands 45 degrees.
Like that.
So it was impossible to know what he had, like,
Yeah.
really open. And it was a pain in the butt.
Yeah. Don't do that, folks.
Tap your lands a full 90 degrees, please.
Sorry, I had to make it tap the same direction.
That's perfectly fine. I think that's probably best now. Unless...
It doesn't bother me.
No,
that
the
my
damage has
cards
been
don't
done
face
there.
the same direction in the deck.
Oh no, we pulled. I'm gonna let.
I cast my commander, Elsha of the Infinite.
There's not.
It's a 3/3 legendary Djinn monk that is blue, red, and white with prowess. Whenever I cast a non-creature spell, this creature gets +1/+1 till end of turn. It also says I may look at the top card of my library anytime. I may cast said top card of my library if it's a non-creature, non-land card, and I may cast it as though it had flash. Does this resolve?
Yes, but it also enters tapped.
Yes. And then I may look as much as I desire, and you're up.
In response, look at the card.
Not even in response, you just
Memorize the card. Become the card.
Okay.
I like not being pasteboard, so let's not.
This implies at one point you were pasteboard.
No, it just implies I prefer to not experience being pasteboard.
Damn.
Alright, so what I'm gonna do now.
I accidentally saw what he's about to play.
Oh yeah, 4. Jace, Wielder of Mysteries. This isn't the one that was crazy last time we played, but if I draw a card while my library has no cards in it, I win the game. Clearly very far away from that. I can +1 to target player mills 2 and draws 1. And -8 is draw 7 cards, and if my library has no cards in it, I win the game. It starts out as a 4, and I'm going to +1 him to make
Wait,
me...
it's CMC as 4, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
but it's... that.
I'm just saying we have a way to stop it.
I want my mana rocks, though.
Alright, so
Mark,
it
some of
starts
us
out
have to
4.
make sacrifices for the good of the table.
Yeah,
Plus
no.
one.
Namely, you guys have to make sacrifices for me to win.
Yeah, no, screw that. We're kicking
Plus
off.
1, 4, 5. Or to get it up to 5, and then I put mill 2. Oh, that hurts. Siegebreaker Kraken, and Island. And then I draw a card.
That's actually really good in a Planeswalker deck. I need to get that for Grix's Super Friends.
And I will pass it.
Just be like, yeah, no, you don't get to hurt me.
Not as quickly. Ooh, but Jace might not last very long. Zdalba can
probably
one-shot
not,
Jace.
yeah. But
Or heck, so could the other
I've
one.
already almost gone down to a quarter of my life. I would assume that people would start looking
Well-
at other people that are actually threats.
Listen,
Define
so
actually
I'm
threats.
gonna do everyone at this table a solid.
Is it
Attack
top-
Jace for 6
Ooh.
Why?
because it needs to go.
That one does nothing for y'all. Like it
It
doesn't
does
hurt.
win you the game when you draw your deck, as I understand that deck does.
I helped.
Yeah, but I'm not getting mana. Like I have
That is
to
rough.
burn all my mana to play
Good
one
news!
thing.
You can play the thing next turn. Your ramp.
Oh, I could have gotten
If
the
I get
Monarch.
land,
Damn it.
I'm not gonna play it if I don't have if I have enough to sack it. Because if it gets bounced again, I'm not wasting
This
another
one taps,
turn.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I could have gotten the Monarchy, I just realized that. But then I'd also be staring down,
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
like
That would be
13 damage, and
It's
that's
gonna
just not
only
something I
get
want to deal with right now.
incrementally bigger as you let it get bigger. Because every creature she has is monstrous, and she's able to
Okay,
play
my stuff is
anything.
undetained now.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Everyone's stuff is undetained.
You're the only one who really cared.
So I'm gonna play. Make that untapped.
What did Thespian... Oh, does Thespian Stage enter as a copy, or do you have to make
you
it a
pay
copy?
2 and tap it to make it
Okay.
a copy.
Go play forest.
It's not
get
Vesuva.
enters tapped.
Oh god, if they printed Vesuva back into standard, that's a bad idea.
Also going to
Could be interesting.
do something that hurts me and helps you guys hurt me.
Uh-oh. Concern?
That would make no sense to play a white.
Confuse.
If you're playing a
She's
white,
gonna, ooh,
just
ooh,
go
what's
ahead and do
this?
it.
And we're gonna continue on.
You have the
What do we
biggest
got?
board state.
Right now, I'd argue you're probably on top here.
Yeah, I would not do anything to clear the board.
Also, Zatalp is indestructible.
Yeah. Well, but she gets to keep her mana doubler. Like, she could probably almost play her hand out, honestly, with that mana doubler.
I'm just gonna do chuckles nervously, we're in trouble. That's kind of the meme at the hour here.
And she got 14 Gishath triggers once.
Well, 1, 2.
Lay him down.
1, 2,
Ruh-roh.
3, 4, 6.
Needs 8. If she's playing her command, it needs 8.
8. Gishath is here.
Tapped. Okay, so that's actually a good thing right now.
I would have answers for this, mind y'all, if y'all would let me keep my things on board.
Well, maybe you should stop playing such big things.
Chase wielded a War of the Spark, Chase.
Well, Mark didn't have anything to... Actually, to be fair, I should have hit her to get the monarchy. But then, I just get my face punched in.
Still probably gonna happen.
Gishath.
Either way, I'm looking forward to seeing what you do this turn.
Still got 8.
Correction, this one technically taps for 6.
No, it's
Nope.
only
Oh,
land.
3.
That's a land.
Nope, it's only land.
Yes,
Oh
you
my
have
god, if
a
it
land.
was
And if it
just
wasn't
any
land-
mana source, that
And
would
it-
be busted.
It's not a strict doubler, it's a +1.
Yeah.
In most cases, it's a doubler,
That would
but for
be-
some things, it's not.
That would still be
The
busted.
taps for 2 lands, for
She had
instance.
she had Nyx Bloom Ancient in there.
So it's important to keep that in mind.
Yeah.
This bounce lands.
So, I mean, right now she has access to 7 mana. No, wait,
It's 11.
11 mana.
Something like this.
Which means she can cast almost anything in
I'm
Magic's
trying not
issue.
to see people's hands, I'm sorry. It's hard to do that with this.
Sorry.
Nah,
I'll get a better table. But this is actually a really nice table.
It is a nice table.
This is actually my grandparents' table.
Is it kicked?
No.
But a territorial Allosaurus nonetheless.
There's no point of kicking it because it enters tap.
Well, it can still fight it and, beat,
Yeah.
and hit someone in the
Fighting is-
hit a creature in the face
Yeah,
till it dies.
It would kill a creature
Like Jace.
immediately if you kick it.
Or Lavinia.
Jace
or,
has no risk if you fight it. I'm just putting that out there. Like, I want to keep my Jace, but there is no risk to killing it with fire.
Also, Reflector Mage is also worth killing, one could argue.
To avoid him bouncing it, true.
Kick it because I don't have any green.
Incorrect. You can tap one of those for its normal color and a mana of any color,
Yeah.
thanks to Buddy up here.
Okay, I'll do that and kick it.
And it requires 3 mana. You'll need to tap 2 lands, unfortunately.
Okay.
Kick it, and what you targeting? And in response, I tap Jace Vryn's Prodigy to draw a card and discard.
Well, if only that would have put you at 5 because it would flip then and be a different target, wouldn't it?
Indeed. One of the ways you can defend it. I discard Prismatic Strands.
So we just got to it right before it would have. Good job.
Indeed.
Good job, territorial Allosaurus.
Rawr.
Alright, and then
Just the history of Allosauruses and Magic.
Remember, if creatures are tapped sideways, they can't block.
Normally.
Well, there's one card in Magic that allows your tap creatures to Masako the Humorless, and it's great
coming
because
from
it has
the one that doesn't
flash.
currently have anything to attack
Yeah,
with.
because... But now you... Yeah,
You
go
see,
ahead.
literally, you could
Yeah.
attack anyone you
Yeah,
want
that
to.
doesn't make
This is true.
sense.
You could attack Mark because he has the highest life total. You could attack me because I'm running blue. You could attack Justin because
I have
he's
no
running
blockers,
blue.
yeah.
Only blue. He doesn't even have the excuse of the other colors.
I don't, but I can't keep the mana
I have
open
the excuse of
if I
running
want to
red.
keep playing
I have the
something.
excuse of white and black.
Right now, I'm probably like 2-3 turns behind everybody.
True.
At this point, it's just like taking candy from a baby and then punching the baby with said candy.
That's a disturbing metaphor. Parents, don't do this. I feel like we have to mention
attack.
no attacks.
You were the one that just told me.
But what I'm saying is you have free reign to hit anyone. If
Yeah.
you want to win the game, you should do that. That's how your deck wins, is by killing people. If
By
you don't kill
punching.
people, you don't win.
Basically, you take someone out
Then
back
what
and
was
you
the
keep
point of opening
punching.
your mouth a minute ago?
Because you can hit either of them and get further ahead.
He is attempting to persuade you to hit us, so to make his time easier.
Hit me if you want,
Also
but hit
yours,
someone. Like,
It's up to you.
At this point, there's like no downside to it.
yeah, like,
The most either Mark or I could do, depending on Mark not buffing Elsha,
I mean,
is
hit
like
me if that's what
6
you want to do.
damage.
Just hit someone, because if you want to win the game, you have to kill people.
Vigilance means I don't
There's
attack.
alternative ways.
Indeed.
Not in that day.
So Zatalpa is going to be a defender for you no matter what.
Zatalpa is a very good defender.
I'm
So
gonna send 5 at Pain and 4 at Mark.
That's actually
8.
8.
Double
That's
strike.
8.
No blocks or responses on my part. I take 8.
go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Is that it for
And
you?
then pass turn. And I draw a card.
I'm king of the jungle over
Untap.
here.
Draw for turn.
Zatalpa could block anything.
You know, last turn I think was the only time either of us could really take away the monarchy.
I don't know about that.
Is
Unless
it
if
just
you have a
deals
waiting-
damage or deals combat damage?
What?
It deals damage to player.
Oh, Mark, if you have a burn spell. I don't in these colors, sadly.
Oh, hey, that's a good point.
Huh.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That would be enough.
You're gonna fireball? They can fire.
Huh. I'm gonna cast off the top of my library Mystical Tutor. It is a blue instant that lets me search my library for an instant or sorcery card, reveal that card, shuffle my library, then put the card on top of it. Does this resolve?
Justin?
No, I have 1 mana.
I'll allow it to resolve.
That's the thing. I can't. I'm not gonna be able to keep mana open to counter because I need things on the board.
Ujin was up next.
I like that.
Good times. Now what have we got here? This could be a moment, sorry. That's an option for later.
You know those cards I put on the bottom of my library? One was a black tap land where I get something back in my graveyard, and I thought, oh, I'll draw a swamp.
Witch's Cottage.
Gets me every time.
Was it Witch's Cottage?
No, it was Mortuary Mire, which is a decent card.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I'm gonna draw a swamp. I'll be fine. Please be a swamp. Please be a swamp.
As he caresses it.
I'm just like,
Sorry, this is taking a moment.
by the sounds that I can't hear, this is clearly a swamp.
Curse of the Swine. It's a blue X sorcery that lets me exile X target creatures. For each creature exiled this way, its controller makes a 2/2 green boar creature token.
Cool.
And it's going to go on top. And thanks to Elsha, I can cast that whenever I like off the top of my library.
Cool.
So
That's pretty useful.
Oh, what's even funnier is they're gonna enter tapped.
But if you cast it, you don't get to do the X.
incorrect. I cast it for its mana. I have to pay for it.
Oh, okay.
Free casting would let me
Oh,
force
yeah,
X to be
yeah,
0.
yeah,
But I am
sorry.
paying for this.
It's not free.
No, if
casting.
Elsha allows
Elsha-
you to free cast
Yeah,
off the
that'd be
top of your
disgusting.
library, that's broken.
She probably would be banned.
Very bad.
Or just never made to begin
Actually,
with.
yeah, it wouldn't be made that way because you can just storm off and win by making
Yeah,
new
no,
lands or some
R&D
such.
may make questionable decisions, but they're not going to make that questionable of a decision.
Knock on wood.
Just pounds on wood to
Yeah,
make
okay,
sure it
okay.
doesn't happen. I got you.
Excellent. Prowess count at 1.
Are you going to swing?
Good question.
Try not to look at the cards as I shuffle them. The no-look shuffle. The truly most feared move in all of Magic. Trying to not have a huge, awful pile coming back to you.
Thank you. Place this card on top of it.
Because those are hella slippery sleeves.
Indeed they are. And I will... Okay, I'm going to pay you to also cast Azorius Signet,
Nice.
and then pass the turn.
No one's just played a Soul Ring yet, and that just triggers me internally.
We're each drawing on it with 1 in 99 chance, Pain.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's
Each of us draws initially with a 7.99 and then moves on from there for the people who are complaining about my odds calculations.
well, it just gets a greater chance, but it's still relatively like you're not going to get higher than 10% chance. I mean, if it's like you're down to the last 2 cards in your library, then at that point you have other concerns. Except if you're Justin.
You still have other concerns. He needs specific
No, it's the
conditions to win.
opponents that have the concerns.
Well, he needs specific conditions to win.
Fair.
By my
We've gotten
count,
rid of one of
3 of
them.
them exist in Magic. One of them is in his graveyard.
I'm exiling 5 cards to play Treasure Cruise. 1, 2, 3.
It's one of my favorite.
Actually,
cards.
3 is sufficient.
Yeah,
3 is
three
sufficient
is-
if you delve 5.
Yeah, I did that with 5.
And
so
that results.
1, 2.
One of the best blue cards
3.
ever printed at common. Actually, the best blue
It
card.
probably should have had a second blue in it, and they might have been able to leave it around.
1 in a blue. Impulse. Look at the top 4
Lay it out
cards
here.
in my
Lay it out
library.
here so we can see it.
Oh, sorry. Impulse. I look at the top 4 cards in my library and put 2 of them, or 1 of them into my hand and the rest on the bottom of my library. So top 4, 1, 2,
Not playing foot Sophie, I'm getting my phone.
4.
That was caught
One in my
on tape.
hand.
That's hilarious. Quote of the year right there.
And the rest on the bottom.
No footsie, just drawing. Just getting my phone.
Just Payne Robertson 2020.
Finding lands.
I will play Mystic Sanctuary for land for my turn.
Untapped.
And it enters untapped because I have 3 more
Alright.
islands. I may put target instant or sorcery card from graveyard on top of my library. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put...
Cruise again or Impulse?
well, I don't have to tell you, but there's only 2 cards in my
You
graveyard.
do actually have to tell
Oh.
us.
It's,
Treasure Cruise.
yeah, Treasure Cruise.
It's public information from Yard.
Yeah.
Treasure Cruise has been... Well, if you had enough of a yard, they would have to just deduce it on their own.
No.
No,
public
you'd have to
information.
tell them.
It is public
Why doesn't it say
information.
reveal then?
Because it's public. The graveyard is public information anyway.
Yeah, I know that, but I figured if it left, you wouldn't have
Revealing is things that would normally be private information. Say me tutoring through my library to put something on top and revealing it to y'all to ensure rules are followed.
to tell. Well, with that being said, I put that on the top, and
I accidentally saw your hand, I'm sorry.
that's
I'm
fine.
trying not to see it.
Nothing. And I passed the turn.
Untap. Upkeep, draw. Hey guys, guess what? I finally drew black mana, but it enters tapped. Anyway, it would have entered tapped anyway, but because it's a tap land, but I finally drew black mana.
Oh, our artifacts need to be tapped. Oh, okay.
I kind of want to try for the monarchy, but I feel like that's just a bad idea with that thing there.
Okay, so I'm down to 3 untapped. Remember, your lands need to be tapped.
I know
Thanks to that.
this would have entered tapped anyway, so
Yeah,
that's why.
I had forgotten, which adjusted my plans significantly.
Do you have enchantment removal currently in hand?
No, but I have some currently in the yard.
I have one in hand if you'd like me next turn to get rid of that, or if you would like
It's up to you, but I'd like my lands need to be untapped, so
Same, but
mine might be considerably unfriendlier than yours.
I mean, take it. I mean, honestly, that's keeping me from taking damage like more than I would.
I think it's making you take more damage than you.
No, with
I
creatures
might
with
swing
haste,
another 6 at you.
I mean, that's fine, but creatures with haste can't hit me, so I'm fine with that. Like, because I don't have
Liz.
anything on the board, I would be getting hit
Do you
for more.
mind if I hit you with my reflector mage for 2, so I can get the monarchy, and then you can hit me to get it back next turn?
Alright.
Okay, cool. Swing 2 at you. Alright, I get the monarchy. Go to end step. I'm gonna say I have 6 cards in hand.
Mhm.
Draw. Hey, sweet. It's another land that has black in its cat thing.
Do
Alright.
note, your lands don't get the extra mana unless you have the monarchy. So that's
Which you can
Yeah,
cast
keep in mind.
spells during your second main
yeah.
phase.
So
Pass the turn.
you might want to hit pain in the face before casting spells.
Not too hard, please.
I don't think that was specified.
Well, fair enough.
you might
She
be in
could just
for-
swing the whole thing at me to get it back. In
might
which
be in
case,
for-
I'm would
That's
be.
half life total.
Oh no, even worse is because Gishath's out. We're even more boned.
You might be in for an alpha
This
strike.
might have been a bad deal, but I needed that extra card draw. How badly did I need it? Find out next week on Dragon Ball Z.
All I know, it's setting you back so much.
You have green and white. You should have plenty of enchantment removal in there.
She put it basically. It's a lot of dinosaurs.
I don't know.
Don't hate on my dinosaurs. They're going to eat you.
They probably
they could
will.
eat them right now if they really wanted to.
Probably
See, that would be
will.
5,
Going to
13,
eat you.
18.
I mean, one strategy
25.
is to
She
take out
could
someone
sit
who
you-
is a bigger threat to you first.
She could send you down to 8 right now
definitely,
if she
but
chose. Really,
As
felt
of right
like
now, in 3 turns, I'm not gonna have a. I mean, I still won't have a board. Other people that have boards, it would make more sense to try and kill them, so that way you widen the gap. But
Also, you need to get the monarch
You are
back, so
also-
you kind of have to attack me.
At least with something. Ideally before you start casting stuff.
yeah.
So that way your mana is maximized, mana efficiency is maximized. You are also free to ignore us.
Also true.
You should probably actually ignore us for at least some things.
At least him. I speak the truth and only that. That's a massive lie. Understand.
I know. I
That's
just
fine.
add 1 red color to 3. And I sacrifice it and return target dinosaur card from your graveyard to your hand.
That's okay, here. Okay.
And then I am going to swing him and him at you. And they both have trample.
That was that. You know what? I'll just take the 12.
Hang on, hang on.
Hold
We gotta-
hold up.
Shit.
Gotta get where are the other one?
Everything is declared. What's happening at me?
These two at you. This is flying and double
13
strike.
mark. We are just.
Mistakes were made.
See, something that makes sense though. Me and you one-on-one, you'll decimate me. One of them, possibly not. That's what I was trying
I
to say
tap
earlier.
Elsha to flash back prismic strands from my graveyard. Prevent all damage to sources of the color of my choice to deal this turn. I choose white.
What?
Oh. So we're only hitting for
I'm
5
taking
each.
Indeed.
I will take 5, go down to 30.
So long as this resolves.
And you get the monarchy back.
Has someone already adjusted mine?
No, you're still at 30.
But no Gishath triggers happen.
Indeed. I believe he's combat damage. And Allosaurus is tapped.
I know. I was just trying to move over.
Does that exile after you did that?
Yes.
So that can't happen again.
There are precious few ways to get things out of exile.
Fair, but they're kind of expensive.
I mean, there should be because it's exile, not graveyard.
Yeah.
Necromancers can't do stuff with stuff that's gone beyond the blind eternities. We're in it.
Eldrazi Necromancers.
I'm gonna stop you right there. That sounds like a bad idea.
Yes.
Normally I'd be like,
okay,
yes.
Hold it, Pain. Innistrad has Eldrazi crap running around there.
Stop.
And is full of
Stop. You
Necromancers.
violated the law.
It's inevitable.
You violated the law.
Well, no, technically I can do 3, 4, 5. Just
Remember, those are 2 each. Your lands.
I know.
She's-
3, 4, 5.
Oh, okay. Well, you
She's
had
smart.
both of them
All
tapped.
right.
I play double season. I don't really have anything that honestly creates that many tokens.
I know.
Polyraptor.
Doubling season just by itself needs to get removed. Also, that's the best art. The original Ravnica art for it is really good.
I don't know. I like the newer Battle Bond art.
I liked actually the one that's just the Hydra that just keeps growing heads. That's the one, that's the art I have.
Past turn.
Excellent. My turn.
That would be a
Untap.
fantastic time for a field land.
Draw this total surprise card. Peek at the top card because I can.
Sorceries can be played at any time, right?
Nope.
No, it's instants.
I have ways to cheat around that.
Unless if
That's my
sorceries say
commander.
flash.
I'm just double checking because,
Yeah,
you know,
which is
if
what
you
my
guys want to
commander
field wipe me, don't worry, I'm going to field wipe you guys and your boards get crazy too.
Such excitement. Much wow.
Mad mutually assured
I need to
destruction.
put that time warp I have in the card.
Because I could have done it earlier, but Justin told me not to because my
Wouldn't
board was
make
the
sense.
best one.
It wouldn't make
Well,
sense.
right now, it wouldn't make sense to field wipe.
I would still at least have this one.
Yeah, but this.
All right, Mark, how are you gonna play?
Okay. I cast Time Wipe. Return a creature I control to its owner's hand, then destroy all creatures. Does this resolve?
Nice. Field wipe.
Yeah, speaking of field wipe,
This one stays though because it's indestructible, right?
Hold that thought. Yes. But hold that thought.
Okay.
Yoink
My stuff's
and
gone.
be gone, ye sinners.
Big gun.
The Monarch stays.
You're only allowed to use that if you play Descend Upon the Sinful.
Oh wait, I forgot the draw, but it's okay.
Are you about to play Descend Upon the Sinful?
Sadly, no. But I cast Curse of the Swine for X equals 1. Exile X target creatures. For each creature exiled this way, its controller makes a 2/2 green boar.
I have a question.
She makes two.
You make 2 though. But they're not flying double strike indestructibles.
How does she make
2
2?
why?
You've got doubling season. You double your tokens.
Oh yeah.
I think I
Question:
actually have to-
Monarch isn't a May ability, is it?
Nope.
If you missed your
Yeah,
card draw, you still have to draw.
Draw it.
Okay.
That's the actual token that goes with that, by the way.
I
Mark,
play
you
with-
might want to have that. So you can give it to other people.
Okay, good point.
Put a 2 on it.
I mean, we'll figure something out. And then I pass the
I
turn.
just have it. I have too many
That's the
tokens
one
as
from
is.
Annihilation.
I have saved us all.
Did you pass turn?
Yeah, you're up.
It's the savior has come.
I will remember that.
We still need to get rid.
You were already swinging at me. I'm not sure how much of that's
Oh my!
necessary.
Imagine this: the Commander game, the Telltale game, plays something huge. Mark will remember that. Justin will remember that.
So, we're going to see the ramp creature now. You can play it and break it in the same turn.
I finally can. Yeah. You know what? With that being said, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna tap 3. Thank God. For Burnished Heart, and I have to discard a card.
You can just go ahead and. Well, you're going to want to break it later. Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna at least wait until if
Yeah.
someone. Well, that's flying anyways. But
What's flying?
oh wait, yeah, you don't have it anymore.
Everything is
Yes,
fine.
I dropped nuclear ordnance,
Everything is fine, Liz.
and then curse something to be a pig or 2 pigs, as the case may be.
Everything isn't fine right now. I need to get my engine going.
Well, with that being said, it's probably not gonna get wiped again, and so I don't have to discard a card.
Are you sure?
So I don't have to discard a card because I want all value. I'll tap 3 for Supreme Will, and I will choose to look at the top 4 cards in my library, put one of them into my hand, and the rest on the bottom of my library. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm gonna put that one in my hand, and these will go into the bottom of my library. And I would still have to discard, but I didn't play land for turn, so Castle of Antris enters untapped, and I can tap it for blue or pay 2 and 2 blue to scry for 2 and pass the turn.
Alright, untap.
I need mana.
Upkeep, no effects, draw. So, remember how I said I needed black mana? I've just been drawing black mana. Arcane Sanctum. Enters tap regardless, but whatever.
Can I have a counter for my commander, please?
Yes.
Oh, you got it?
Thanks.
Okay, so we've established that we need to get rid of this. But I maintain that is also the thing keeping her in check.
You do you.
Okay. Saving removal then. Pay white. That. And then Esper. Or Yennet Cryptic Sovereign.
Huh?
It's a 3/5. Flying Vigilance Menace. Whenever it attacks, I reveal the top card in my library. If that card's converted mana cost is odd, I may cast it without paying its mana cost. Otherwise, I draw a card.
Nice.
And it enters.
Tapped.
Sadly.
But
At
it
least-
didn't have haste, so I mean,
It's not like it mattered.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah. Pass the turn. For the viewers at home who want to know what's in my hand, this is. Oh wait, I only need to tap this much because that's 3, 4, 5.
This one that already enters tapped.
You gain a life off of it though.
Oh, cool. Don't worry. I'm going to gain more life.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
depending on how much mana she taps here.
3,
I think we're in danger here.
4, 5,
Thorondonimo is 3. You only counted it as 1.
3, 4, 5. No, I didn't.
Verdant Sun's Avatar.
Another creature enters the battlefield under your control. You gain life equal to that creature's toughness.
And you gain 5 off of Verdant
Yep.
itself.
1,
Nice.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, shit.
Nice.
I'm gonna attack you with my boars.
No responses.
You
Take
made
one.
the pigs, and now you will lie with the pigs.
Ew, no.
Pastor.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, no. Untap?
You did the 2 forests. You tapped those for it earlier, but you didn't have to. That's what I was saying. You counted
Draw for
those.
So yeah, you have more mana open than
You
you
do.
actually
No,
do.
I have to do. It's
Double
5.
green. 5 and double
3,
green.
and
Oh yeah,
double
no, she
green.
tapped it right. She tapped it right.
Well, what are those tapped for then?
It's 5. 3. 1, 3, 4, 5, and 2 green.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Dude,
just gonna show him the card.
5. Okay, I thought it was 3 and 2.
dude.
Yeah,
We
my
can
bad.
get him some better glasses.
No, this eye's actually going away on me. It's like breaking
That might-
down. It's really awful.
Don't worry, my ears are slowly dying on me. So
I know how to do this.
she's a smart woman.
I cast Talrand Sky Summoner.
Can I steal a coat?
Does he resolve?
Yes, go ahead.
I promise I won't throw it at him.
Does Talrand
No, if
resolve?
you did, that would be funny.
Also, your camera's in the way, so let's not.
Yeah, I actually don't because this is an
I'm
expensive
just
camera.
laughing because that's gonna be a funny. That's a funny card.
Control the memes. Become the memes.
I pay 4 to cast Ignite the Future. I exile the top 3 cards of my library until my next turn. I may play these cards. This means I can get lands out of there. If this spell is cast from a graveyard, I may play said cards without paying their mana cost. Does this resolve?
Yes.
Excellent.
That being said, Ignite the Future sounds like a really good like pop punk band.
I haven't played a land yet this turn.
That sounds like your problem.
I'm gonna pull the Is That Guildgate out of there.
Alright.
So I'm gonna pass the turn and leave
I
these
also
kind of
have
up
koozies
here
if you want
to
to
mark
keep
that I
them.
can play them.
That's funny because now you got guaranteed land drops.
Indeed. Also, since I cast that, I make a Drake. ETB's tapped, sadly, but
Yep.
Drake
I mean, a
nonetheless.
Drake is a Drake.
Drake is the
He used to call you on his cell phone.
And you're up.
I apologize for my terrible jokes, but you know what? I'm gonna keep making them.
The reason I laugh when you play Talrand is because I'm about to play Talrand.
You're actually like late at nights.
So
Blame that on the
to
drug
move
lord.
Talrand, and I will also.
Are you gonna go ahead and break the burnish tart?
Or play something in your hand.
That's what I want to, but I need that mana.
But does the mana need you?
That's fair.
That got really deep there for a second.
Actually, I'm just gonna pass the turn.
Interesting.
I can do that
Untap.
on someone else's turn anyway.
Upkeep. No triggers. Draw for turn. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Haha, I can math. Land for turn. Dismal Backwater. Gain a life back. Interest tap regardless. Okay. So, we're finally gonna do it. Tap for Esper. Aminatou is here.
Cool.
Finally!
Damn,
This usually doesn't happen this late into the game that I'm casting her for the first
I could have
time.
got Monarch. You have no blockers, and I could have hit you for 2 with Burnish, and I missed out on card draw.
Because you've been too busy talking junk.
Ooh.
I've not talked junk once this game.
Down my counting abilities.
Well, because the way you initially did it, you went 1,
I have an
2,
idea.
3, and
Alright, so I'm
then
gonna plus up Aminatou, which allows me to draw a card, and then put a card from my hand on top of my library.
The original way was also correct.
She went 1, 2, 3 in Dynamo, 3, and then 4, 5. That was incorrect. But then when she went back and did it the second time, she fixed it, and I still thought that's how she.
I am the one at the table
Oh,
working
really
on
count?
their second master's degree.
The counting out loud.
Yeah.
Well, it may have been off, but the things tapped were correct, which is what matters, sir.
Okay, so my commander enters battlefields. I'm gonna tap Forge Fields, put another loyalty counter on it.
Hey.
Now, I'd never alter, so don't worry about that.
Worries about it anyway.
Fair enough, because it's enough of a threat, but I'm gonna keep it real with you. This deck is flickering and flickering only. We're gonna go to combat. Swing unit at you. It's Flying Vigilance Menace. Now he has an attack trigger. So I reveal the top card of my library, and that card's converted mana cost is odd. I may cast it without paying its mana cost, otherwise I draw a card.
So glad
I reveal Kiora Best the Sea God.
Which is.
Class 7.
Ooh.
Settle the wreckage, exile all attacking creatures.
Still attack trigger though.
Indeed.
Okay.
But it's gone.
Ouch. That's a nice card.
But I still get to go look for lands off of it, I believe. right?
Yeah.
Indeed.
But I'm gonna resolve this
Yeah,
first.
yeah.
So I need to. Do I have the? I should have the. You gave me the token.
I did give you the token.
What?
Man, read Pure Best the Sea God real fast.
Ponder wasn't in the deck. I'm just gonna put this at the bottom because this was for some reason at the bottom of my token pile. That's on me. I'm so sorry.
Cure Best to See guy whenever first,
Kink shaming is my
when
kink.
it first comes out, you
Anyway,
tap
so Kiora Best to See
target
God, the first chapter is I create an 8/8 blue Kraken creature token with hexproof,
Tapped.
obviously. The second chapter is tap all non-land permanents target opponent controls. They don't untap during the controller's next untap step. 3, gain control of target permanent and opponent controls, untap it. So, Kraken, enters tapped. I'm also going to get a counter on that just so
Is it you tap all opponent stuff or is it
target opponent.
Indeed.
So I can just be like, no.
That's fine. Standard. That card's way better.
So
It's very powerful.
we are on the first chapter.
You want to wrap into it, but yeah.
I
Or just cast it for free.
I want a pre-release game with that.
Ooh. Maybe I should.
I should have. I should get rid of that.
What?
Doubling season. I should get rid of that.
Okay.
Pass the turn. I just realized I don't have a way of protecting Aminatou. This was a bad idea.
Shark music plays. Jaws music.
Dun 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 dun.
Like you're the one with the sea creatures out. Okay, on the subject of sharks, that flying shark thing in Ikoria looks
I
fantastic.
need the Sharknado
So
card.
good,
I
so
need
good.
that on an emotional level.
The Sharknado card's actually really good.
So
I know, it's even funnier.
on MTG, like their like YouTube channel, Gavin talked about the story of it or the lore. He had a woman come on that was a writer for it. Apparently, Calamax, when he gets angry, does all these kinds of crazy things, and like he's actually responsible for a lot of natural disasters. And he caused Calamax caused that the Sharknado.
Also, it's the legendary flying shark that they have.
Which is the best thing I've ever seen in Magic.
It is fantastic.
Red.
There's my sleeve box.
And then 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Even Yorgle has limits on how he bargles.
Did Payne get He did not get those.
I like to sleeve my token, so I needed a sleeve for my token.
Wait, no.
He's weird like that, viewers.
Don't want to cast him.
Oh look, we all have board states now. It only took us 40 minutes.
Here it is. Enters tapped. Do 1, 2, 3. Mahana's Monument. Green creature spells you cast cost 1 less to cast.
Okay.
Do you have any open mana?
This one. It could be anything.
I have 3. That was...
Yeah, but they're not blue.
This taps for 1 of Esper.
Okay.
So, blue.
So, I do have open
and his
blue
deck
mana.
is blue mana.
He doesn't have a choice. He always will have open blue mana.
In this case, he does actually have open counterspell mana.
And that's most just good counterspells right there. 0 to 3. Imagine hard
Are
casting.
you trying to cast your commander?
No.
Imagine hard casting
I'll
Corso.
say I'll let you cast, and if you don't swing at me, I won't counter.
That's interesting.
You know what I have in my hand.
Not really.
I'm trying to not know. I'm sorry. I'm going to scoot my chair further this way.
You told me not to do it earlier.
Oh well. I
Is
mean,
this a
if you-
wrath?
if
The
you-
ward state's a little sparse for a wrath.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to, go ahead.
Though, admittedly, we both have high token producers, so this is a time to get us. If it's a directional wrath, that's always fantastic. If it's some kind of
I mean, if you're gonna wrath, I'm definitely not gonna counter
what's his
that.
face, that Zakama, then I don't know.
Zakama.
Zakama. Zakama did nothing wrong. Its name gets pronounced correctly.
Zakama.
I don't know, I did win the other day. Was a comma.
You mean Zakama?
As long as I'm awake, you're welcome to call me about things. This is interesting timing for
What
that.
is it?
Sublime.
Escalation.
Destroy all creatures.
In response, I'm gonna tap these 3, 2,
Break that.
break this, and I get my 2
Yeah, I have no
lands.
responses. Huh.
You may have your boar back.
Thanks.
You can keep that, by the way.
Will do.
I don't have the card that makes it, so it's pointless for me.
And I'm gonna draw.
Curse of the Swine is actually very good. Blue doesn't get much in the way of exiling people's stuff, and that is one of them.
Yeah, you get some really good ways to turn things into other things.
I
though.
will pass the turn.
Alright. Justin, before, beep it, but don't beep it again.
Yeah.
Because we need to fix it because it's...
Untap. Draw for turn.
Hey, where are you cutting this?
Play this island as land per turn.
When you cut, you can also shuffle.
Yeah, I know. It's always.
I actually found that out, and
out.
I've done it ever since just because it makes me feel better.
That's how Mark always cuts.
There you go.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. There we go. I cast Gutter Snipe out of exile. Does it resolve?
How?
Remember from Ignite the Future?
Oh, right.
I thought you only hit lands with that.
Nope. Ignite the Future.
Oh.
I may play those
okay.
cards. It includes lands. If I was
Allow
just
it to
cast, I couldn't do
resolve.
it. Fantastic.
And after allow... Oh, well... I'll wait for you to cast
4,
something
5, 6, 7, 8.
Do it! Do it!
I'd like to resolve this next spell if you don't mind. Do you mind if I do?
Mark, I only have one
I'm
blue
tapped
mana
out
open.
on mana.
Okay.
Your next spell will resolve, but your Gutter Snipe will not stay.
1, 2, 3, 4. 5,
That is my...
8. I flashback Ignite the Future. If it's since Ignite the Future was cast from the yard this time, I played those spells. I may play spells that way without paying their mana costs. Gutter Snipe's
First
cast
of all,
triggers
do
on the
you have
screen.
anything you'd like to do, Justin?
I have no mana open.
There is one Gutter Snipe trigger that will happen no matter what barns.
I'm gonna mortify Gutter Snipe.
So everyone,
This was what I was saving up for that, but no, you had to go replay Gutter
2.
Snipe.
And then
1, 2.
very well. Now,
Dang it, Mark!
oh,
This is all. Well,
Ooh.
that's not really your fault so far.
I believe I still have the option to actually pay mana for Decree of Justice, which is good.
But you have no mana in which to pay for.
True, but I get this access to this through next turn.
Fair enough. Can you untap your lands right now?
Right now, no. Later, maybe.
What is the
I'm gonna
blue
look
one
up
in the
a-
middle?
Mass Diminish. Until next turn, creatures target player controls, have base power toughness 1/1. It can be a flashback for 3 and a blue.
Okay.
And that is Highland Lake. Let me look up a ruling, and I'm passing the turn, but I'm going to look up the ruling for these 3.
Alright, cool. Justin, you're up.
Yep. Does Ignite the Future say you can play those cards or exiled cards?
Those cards.
How would it not be just the ones Ignite the Future exiled? Because
It is-
Gutter Snipe
yeah.
got exiled from him.
Gutter Snipe got exiled from my stuff. He tucked Gutter Snipe into my deck. I shuffled my deck at some point.
And somehow re-got it.
Yep.
Oh, okay, nice. Good memory.
And now I had to get rid of it again.
Yeah.
I could have gotten rid of this, but no! Mark had to play Gutter Snipe again. Alright.
Do not blame me for your lack of a proper removal.
I have proper removal in here. I just haven't drawn it yet.
Alright. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Jason, Raveler of Secrets. This is the one I can ultimate him and get an emblem that everybody's first spell is countered.
But what are the rest of the abilities?
+1, scry 1, draw 1. -2, return target creature to its owner's hand. And -8, you get an emblem with whenever an opponent casts his or her first spell, counter that spell.
Sure, why not?
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to +1 him.
If you cast Ignite the Future from a yard, you may choose to cast each spell for its mana cost and alt cost, or without paying the mana cost.
Okay, so you can pay Decree of Justice with it. Okay, cool.
Why do you have cardboard in your toilet?
That's a good question. We're gonna edit that out.
Yeah, why would you ask?
It's an important question.
Scry 1, draw. I'm going to draw that. I didn't get a land for turn, so I'm going to play that. So strange. So I'm going to do 3, And a blue
I think we were already listening.
for Dreadwaters. Target player puts top X cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard, where X is the number of lands I control. I control 10.
You targeting yourself?
Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's see what goes to graveyard. Island, that hurts. Island. Zer's Weirding.
Ooh.
Icy Manipulator.
Mm-hmm.
Brainstorm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Willbreaker.
Ooh,
That's a win card.
that's-
Lonely Sandbar. Threads of Disloyalty. Mystical Tutor. And Mind Stone. That really hurt. Alright, so now, also, what I'm going to do, I'm going to exile, or delve, sorry, for
Oh yeah, he still has that in his
one.
hand.
I'll put it to the side. 2,
Is he gonna friggin' do it again?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And then you must pay a blue.
Yep.
Sadness that you can't also get the color, but then that might make Delve a bit broken.
It was already broken. It doesn't need to be more pain.
Alright,
I
so
will
we play
pay
Treasure
a
Cruise.
blue to draw
Mm-hmm.
3 cards.
Treasure Cruise. I don't stop it. One of y'all might.
I don't have Force of Will.
I have to
There's other ways to
discard.
free cast counter spells.
So
I know,
I
but
will
none in this deck. Whatsoever.
discard Thassa's Intervention, and I will pass. Alright, untap. And luckily everything enters tapped. Upkeep. No triggers. Draw. This happens at the beginning of my draw step, so I'm going to tap all non-land permanents target opponent controls. They don't untap during their next controller's next untap step. You're kind of harmless at this point. Though doubling season.
I'd like to have my mana rocks.
I'm targeting you.
Mark will remember this. And instead of wrecking that, Mark will wreck you now. Remember, you had a choice.
Oh no, how dare I make the right one?
The wrong one, Payne. Dipshit. Oh, bad.
I can deal with that.
I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about that.
I can deal with that.
You say that. Okay, go for it.
First I'm going to play Halimar Depths to effectively scry 3 and put them back in any order. We're going to keep that there.
Is it worth trying? Maybe. Let's see.
We're going to use Aminatou. -1 her. I'm going to flicker Kiora Best the Sea God. It comes back with 1 counter on it, and I get a no.
Oh,
I get a crack
I
it.
love that.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
What did the flickering? The Aminatou? Oh, so you have a way to make ridiculous amounts of Kraken.
1, 2, another blue. This equals 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Aminatou's Augury. Exile the top 8 cards of my library. I may put a land card from among them onto the battlefield. Until end of turn, for each non-land card type, I may cast a card of that type from among the exiled cards without paying its mana cost.
Nice.
That is nice.
So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Mostly lands, though that's good to get in that mana pocket. Let's put a land from among them. I'm gonna pick Temple of the False God. It's tapped, sadly. Actually, it'd make more sense to do Orzhov Basilica.
I mean, you get color.
Yeah, because it enters tap regardless.
Well, the land you play is going to also enter tapped after that, the one you bounce.
Fair, but I can also just use it to play Halimar Depths again.
Okay.
Alright, so we're going to do that. These get exiled. Bounce. That. Halimar Depths already enters tap to begin with. So now I can either play one of the Signet or the Crystal Ball.
Is the crystal ball 2 or 3?
3 mana.
Ah, card type. Okay. So
Oath of Teferi,
is an enchantment.
which is enchantment. So when it enters the battlefield, I'm going to cast it. Exile another target permanent you control, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of its turn. Kiora, the Sea God.
There we go.
And I can activate the loyalty abilities of planeswalkers I control twice each turn rather than once.
Nice.
I love it.
Then I'm going to cast Phyrexian Delver. Return target creature card from my graveyard to the battlefield. I lose life equal to that card's converted mana cost. So pretty much at this point, it's either Reflector Mage or Lavinia. Oh, that's target creature. Damn, I thought I was going to be able to get Jace and be able to be like, no, you don't get to cast him. No.
Oh, sad.
There aren't any creatures to hit with Reflector.
Sadly, so I'm going to play Lavinia, detaining all things with mana cost 4 or less that y'all control.
Well, that doesn't change much for me.
Yeah, nothing changes for
But
me.
you did. That dooms you for 5.
Yeah.
You said 4 or less?
Yes.
Yes. And so now down to which one of these I want to cast. I'm going to choose Crystal Ball because Scrying in this deck.
Exiled still.
Yeah. Scrying is very good in this deck.
Indeed.
And then Aminatou's Augury does not exile itself, so
I need to get a hold of one of those for this deck.
it's
Yeah,
it is that good.
crazy.
And I've got
I sadly don't get to Crystal Ball this turn, but
But you can double Aminatou,
yeah, and I'm going to get another Kraken.
which is fantastic.
Which actually, no, I could use Phyrexian Delver to get back Reflector Mage, but there's no point to it.
Mm-hmm.
So instead, I'm going to plus up Aminatou to draw a card and put a card from my hand back on top of my library.
And that's the second time you've used Aminatou?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That was second time off of Oath of Teferi. So, alright, so...
I love this.
Oh, these two enter tapped.
Mm-hmm.
Go to end step. Kiora, the Sea God comes back. Get another Kraken.
This gives me so much joy that you're bouncing. you're getting ridiculous Kraken.
And I shall pass the turn.
That's 16 damage.
I think I made a pretty good turn right there.
That was very nice.
That was dope.
You're very protective of your mana rocks, I find.
I kind of need them, Payne.
Well, maybe make a better mana base, Mark.
Payne, they're part of a good mana base.
Fair enough.
They eliminate the need to have it exactly fine-tuned.
Oh, that's part of being fine-tuned.
Yeah, I guess.
So you don't have to depend on a single
Signets are
land.
that good
that's fair.
for a reason.
Yeah. Way better than lockets.
Lockets are trash. Never use lockets.
Yeah, lockets-
Use a clue stone over a locket.
The lockets were terrible. I'm not sure why they made those.
See,
They're
here's the
mana
thing.
fakes.
The key runes are better because at least you can use them to get a creature.
Yeah.
Like emergency creature. The clue stones are better because at least you can draw a card quicker.
Gishath is here.
Ah, crap.
Tappa here.
I think I was tapped.
You're welcome.
No, this is bad. I don't care because I have 8/8s. Literally, this giant kraken comes up and eats the dinosaur.
Untap. These can't do anything, but they are untapped. Now draw for turn.
Actually, they wouldn't untap anyway.
They don't untap?
Yeah. Actually,
Oh,
yeah.
good point, they don't untap.
They're detained and they can't untap. So they got double arrested.
Pull this Highland Lake. Free. Let's see. Huh.
I'm fully expecting a bunch of shit to come my way, so.
So. I'm going to free cast Mass Diminish because of Ignite the Future. And creatures target player controls have base power toughness 1/1.
Until my turn, or?
Until my next turn.
Okay. I wasn't planning on attacking, so.
Bzzzt.
Okay, cool.
Can you give me the...
They still
when
have.
when he does, can you edit a lightning bolt?
Is he playing Lightning Bolt?
Now,
fair, that's
I may
fair.
choose to free cast or pay costs. I choose to pay the cost for Decree, otherwise it's kind of useless. 1, 2 for the white, and then 3, 4 for the normal. And now for X, I make 2, and I make 2 4/4 white angel creature tokens with flying. Thank you.
I have. Just put a token up. Well,
Do I have the... Actually, no, I don't have it in here. It didn't come with the deck.
you have 2 of them.
Thank you.
Then
Much
you're
appreciated.
tapped. There you go.
Yep.
Well, you have the dice, but that too. There.
And now that's in my yard for me to do things with.
Spin
as I
downs
please.
are great for tokens.
They are. Pass.
Spin downs are just great in general.
Alright, I'll keep
Did Wizards
draw,
invent the spin down?
play.
I don't know.
No, I don't think so. Cause they did D&D, didn't they?
Yeah, but you don't
Yeah.
use spin downs in D&D.
You do normal d20s.
Fair.
You can use a spin down in D&D, but
Play an
it's not the
island for
same.
turn.
You shouldn't. Don't do it, people. It changes how the dice rolls.
It really does. You use it as like a last, like, if it's the only D20 you have, you can use it. But try to get another D20 if you can.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pay 1 and 2 blue for Narset Parter of Veils. Each opponent can't draw more than 1 card. Each turn. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a non-creature card from them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. So that's it.
That kind of fucks me over. Well, I can still flicker stuff. I don't really care.
And I'm actually
Keep making Krakens.
I'm
Keep
not
making
gonna
Krakens.
do anything with her ability. Maybe. 6, 7. Okay, I'm gonna plus up Jace, going up to 7.
What's this? Alt at
That's
8.
a.
Okay. We have one more turn.
So that's where I want to draw one. I'm actually gonna keep that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do a good discard one. On my instead. I will next not.
You okay there?
Yep. Put the cards
I'm
in
not
your
gonna
hands.
play. I'm not gonna play anything, and I will pass the turn. Or on the end step, I have to discard, so I'm gonna discard an island.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Upkeep. No triggers. Go to draw step. Cure Best to See God. Mark, I'm gonna hit you with it again. Halimar Depths. Top 3 cards in my library, put them back in any order. And they'll just go here. Okay, actual turn proper now. I'm gonna minus Aminatou, Flicker, Kiora, Best to See God. And this dice is going to represent the tapped Kraken that isn't a 1/1. Then going to pay 4 black, and 1 for Ravenous Chupacabra. When enters the battlefield, destroy target creature an opponent controls. Oh, that's tempting. That is actually kind of tempting. Alternatively, I can get rid of the thing that's going to kill Aminatou. The things that
Correction, you tap them down. You basically ensure, when you do that, you ensure I'll never actually play anything again in this game.
Doesn't he enter tapped?
Or at least
but
do anything with creatures. So,
True.
do you understand why I'm peeved at you?
Yes. But this deck is doing what it was built to do, and it makes me happy.
And I'm not.
I also don't play this deck that very often.
You should probably start taking out my life total, or I'm going to start inconveniencing you in every way possible.
1 angel.
Oh yeah, 'cause
This was at
4,
right?
yes.
Right.
You minused it.
Not 14. 4.
Not 14.
If it was at 14,
That'd be
I'd have more
insane.
concerns. I'm going to flicker it to destroy the other angel. Okay. Probably should have played this before I did that, but oh well. White, blue, black. And 1 to play Kaya, Ghost Assassin. So she starts at 5. She's a bit of a weird planeswalker. For her 0 is she basically exile Kaya Ghost Assassin or up to 1 target creature. Return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of your next upkeep. You lose 2 life. She does start at 5. -1 each opponent loses 2 life and I gain 2 life. -2 each opponent discards a card and I draw a card. Okay. Go to combat. 2 Krakens at mark.
2 1/1s at mark.
2
Remember?
Krakens at mark. Sounds cooler to say it like that. And then 2 1/1s at Narset.
And no blocks or responses here.
Actually, yeah.
So I'll go down to Narset goes down to 3.
And then we're gonna -1 Kaya, so each of y'all is gonna lose 2, I'm gonna gain 2.
Yay.
And
Hey guys, I'm back to my original life total.
Hey.
pass the turn. Now she can kill Aminatou. Hard.
Or Jace.
Jace would be actually better to get rid
I
of.
have a grudge against you specifically, so I'm going to contra Maverick against you. Jace is probably the one that's going to cause those problems, but I'm just peeved, so I'm going to do stuff irrationally now.
If everybody doesn't mind, I'm gonna go ahead and consolidate this into the already tapped.
Yeah,
Yeah, cool.
I'm just peeved, so.
These are still
Yeah, they're still detained. They're detained until my next turn.
okay.
Hold on, when did you detain things? This turn? You detained them last turn, they're
Oh,
undetained.
Yeah,
they're
they're
undetained
detained
now. Those are still tapped.
I'll never get my mana rocks back, but. Actually, you know what? Since I'm not getting them back, I'm going to go and break Commander Sphere.
Okay.
So, draw a card.
Gonna play Forest for turn. Enters tapped.
Appreciate it.
So most of my lands are
That
already
was very
intertapped.
scathing.
Most of my lands are already intertapped, so you're not affecting me, but I like to smash
All the
face.
non-basics.
Yeah, all the non-basics in
All
this
the
deck don't
non-basics.
intertapped, so. Oh, so you took something of mine. You took the championship belt, brother. I know.
Are all
but-
your creatures still 1/1s?
Yeah, well, one
Until
of them
his-
uses an 8/8, but
Oh.
it's tapped.
They're 1/1s till my next turn. Except
Except
for
for the
the
one he
8/8s.
just cast. Yeah.
They don't matter though. He can't untap them. Not easily.
Much sadness.
I'm tapping these for red. Red. 3. Burning Sun's Avatar. When it enters the battlefield, it deals 3 damage to target opponent and 3 damage to up to 1 target creature. Pain, I'm taking you for 3 and destroying.
You could actually destroy Aminatou of that damage.
Sure.
It's a target creature.
Oh, yeah.
No, target player back. This is printed before they changed it to.
Well, she already designated
Oh,
you
yeah,
as the
fair
player, and now
And
3 to a
then-
I'm saying you could have killed Aminatou.
Chupacabra is the one that he can repeatedly kill your creatures with.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one goes away.
Big
Yeah,
one.
she plays that one with a standard deck or modern deck.
Tapped though, sadly. Burning Sun.
Also, the fact that they didn't make Chupacabra an actual like creature type makes me sad. Chupacabra tribal, Mark. Think
Have we
about it.
all changelings
Be
and
alive.
shapeshifters.
There's only one actual Chupacabra.
Come on.
3 for Forerunner of the Empire. When it
So it
enters the
begins.
battlefield, you may search your library for a dinosaur
Have
card,
you
reveal
done-
it, and then shuffle your library and put that on the top.
If she had done that in reverse order, she would have essentially nuked all of my field except for the Kraken.
This is not an enrage trigger.
No, a dinosaur entering the field under
Yeah.
Forerunner. Had she done it in reverse.
Ah.
So I would have been back in the lower classes again. No, not really, but I have things.
Well, you get a tutor for a dinosaur.
I have a sea god getting bested over and over.
Kyora's best in that sea god.
This sounds off for some reason.
What? To keep flickering it?
Yeah.
Or the
Kiora
sea god
besting
just
the sea
getting
god?
beaten up
She's
over?
Planeswalker.
Also, she's the only one that doesn't have a tragic backstory.
I'm not trying to be salty, but
I know, I'm kind of...
Christ pain.
If it feels like I'm targeting you out, and sorry.
you are. I am not the threat here.
I'm not even gonna deny it. Yeah.
You
I'm
won
not
the game
gonna
last
lie.
time with Jace.
Mark, if you don't screw with my creatures again, I'm not gonna lie, both of his planeswalkers are gonna die.
I'm killing your enchantments next turn, but beyond that, we'll be okay. We'll be square.
You see,
You
I
already
need
got
Oath of
enough Kraken.
Teferi.
Ugh, maybe you shouldn't have kept messing with the stuff.
Still gonna detain it.
Can you cut that for me?
Sure.
Oh wait, that means Forerunner also gets detained, but
And-
that's a triggered ability. So.
And Forerunner enters tap.
I'm not done
Okay.
yet.
Sorry. That actually has to happen before everything else.
Mm-hmm.
I was still reading it.
Oh, sorry.
Fair enough. It's kind of hard to read something sideways. In all fairness.
And shuffle and put card top of library.
We're still very much kind of in the hole though, because she's at 40 life, and we're all nearing about 50%.
And she's the beat face deck.
And we're all the counter spells, but we're squabbling amongst each other.
I think she's
We're just like, no!
top decking.
Oh, she's top decking?
Top
I'm
deck hero.
sending my commander at Jace.
Before you it's not going to end how you think it is. If you would like, you can continue to send it to me, but nothing's going to
In
happen.
response, I'm gonna scry off a crystal ball.
Alright, well, Mark, I'm sorry. I'm gonna send my commander at you.
Christ on fucking crutch, fine.
Jesus Christ, Mark. 7.
That has
You're
trample.
That's 2 damage to every creature. So that 1/1 thing was until your turn. So I only have 1 Kraken, and all of these are dead.
Okay, good. Livinia's gone.
And then it deals damage to every creature, right?
Yes.
Indeed.
So then I draw a card.
Indeed.
And then no.
Okay. Except for these. Draw for turn. Mystic Monastery tapped as land for turn. Mystic Retrieval. Return target instant sorcery card from my graveyard to my hand. Targeting Righteous Confluence. Doesn't resolve.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
That's the Angel Maker, right?
Nope.
What does that do?
I can choose 3. I may choose the same mode more than once. Make a 2/2 white knight with creature with vigilance, exile target enchantment, or gain 5 life.
Okay.
3 enchantments are getting exiled.
Yeah, be gone, you heathens.
I mean,
That's-
this deck is pretty good at what it does, though,
3,
not gonna lie.
4, 5. 2 of it is white. Righteous Confluence. Be gone. Be
And
gone, be
Begone
gone.
Pottery on my 2
What?
things.
You're fine. I should have used it to gain a bunch of life, but I haven't.
The only time that Mark can say doubling season hasn't
Since
been a
I've helped
threat.
with things, please don't kill me next turn, because you can.
Oh, fair.
I pass.
Go to upkeep.
And those are exiled. They're exiled, by the way. There's no bringing them back.
Yeah, that's fine.
Great, now our lands don't enter tap.
I don't have way to bring.
You're welcome.
Mark has been the hero, and as such, I will not attack him for 8 next turn.
Okay.
Instead, I will get rid of Jace, because that needs to get the hell out
I
of here.
tried.
That's what you think.
This has hexproof, so he can't fuck with it as much.
My mom goes, what is on Payne's YouTube
Actually,
channel?
I'm not gonna play
She goes,
Island for turn. I'm gonna play
Magic.
Reliquary Tower
She
for
goes,
turn.
He should try show cooking.
Show cooking.
I mean, you can do
Record himself cooking.
magic-themed recipes. You can make Simic Slaw.
And I
Oh
go,
God, no! That stuff's alive, Pain.
Plus up Jace going up to 8.
Mm-hmm.
And I will start one
Danger
draw.
zone.
I'll keep it for that Reliquary Tower out.
It's gonna die really hard. Because I don't like having the first spell I cast every turn countered.
That's fair. I get it.
If Mark gets salty about the things I do, I get salty about that.
No, I
even
will
though I
pay-
have played that card, and I actively
3 and the blue. Putting that back over here. For gifts ungiven. Search your library for up to 4 cards with different names and reveal them.
That's fucking banned.
Is
In
it banned?
Commander?
Yes.
It's fact or fiction.
No,
Yeah.
Miss
I put them in
Gift-
2 piles.
Gifts ungiven is banned.
Can you check? Because I
pretty
checked
sure.
it and it was not. Because it's
Check
just
gatherer.
it's just fact or fiction.
No, fact or fiction is fine.
But that's
Fact or
what it
fiction
does.
isn't banned for a
No.
reason. This
No,
allows you to
I
go
That
get
lets you
them.
tutor for 4 cards in total, no matter
I mean,
what, with
yeah.
no sunk cost.
Yeah, double check. I mean, if it's banned, it's banned. When I checked it, it was fine.
Justin's disqualified from the rest of this season of Commander.
Oh, hang on.
That's a little much.
It's
You're disqualified from the next 2 months worth of.
It's a good card. It's too good in Commander. There's
that's
no
fine.
cost.
Okay.
The decks in Modern around it are actually really cool.
The funny thing is, I think the last time he played it, I still beat him.
Yeah, no, what ended up happening is I just picked 4 shitty cards in 1 land because I needed a land. So I forced someone to give me a land.
Tutoring 4 cards for 4 mana, even at the cost of 2 of them going to the yard at an opponent's choice, is too much.
Fair.
It got banned, and it deserved the ban.
Okay.
Very much.
It's been banned for a while. It's not.
Hey, my bad. I
So,
looked at
just-
that wrong.
just-
My apologies.
just so you're aware.
My apologies.
Yeah, I'm not mad. It's just
Mark knows these things. That's part of the reason he's here. The other reason is he's really cool.
Okay.
thank you.
And
So, Miracle card, Entreat the Angels.
Are you casting that?
Does the Vatican use holy water? I couldn't come up with a better thing, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm casting it.
It's fantastic. Yeah.
1, 2. So, the 2 white, 2, 4. I'm just gonna make 4 angels. Because we gotta keep this somewhat reasonable. Also, they don't enter tapped anymore. Thanks, Mark.
You're welcome.
Anytime someone does that, I think of Moana.
So 4.
Let me see if they
Entreat the Angels.
errata this.
Eroded what?
A card.
Okay.
Okay, Burning Sun's avatar can target planeswalkers. As per the Gatherer text. It
They
came
did
in
that after Ixalan, I think.
Yeah, they did that right around then.
Okay. Yeah, they did it after because that was when they started printing cards.
so Burning Sun's Avatar, that's an ETB trigger, right?
Indeed.
Anyway, so I'm gonna Crystal Ball, Scrying 2.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Counterspell mana. Both to the bottom?
I mean, you've already got Counterspell mana up, by my
Yeah,
count.
but Did I play a land for turn? I have not played a land for turn. Hey, sweet! It doesn't enter tapped! I can't plus up Aminatou.
Ooh.
Okay,
I'm
so
excited.
Narset or Jace? Actually,
Jace.
Jace.
There is no choice here.
Kraken at
Declare
Jace.
all, is that all attacks?
Yeah, so I can't attack with anything
I'm
else. Just
overloading Cyclonic Rift.
oof.
Everything back to hand.
Including your mana rocks.
Yes, everything that I do not control that is non-land permanents go back to hands. And that kills tokens.
Cast Burning Sun's avatar next turn. Also, Gishath is in your hand. That means it's cheaper to cast than normal.
At least I baited it out now rather than later. But, okay, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and recast
that counts.
Aminatou.
Perfect.
3.
Counts.
Glad I still got counter magic left then.
Well, this way you should be able to cast 2
That
threats.
counts
You can-
this, right?
Yeah, that includes that. That needs to go back as well.
I honestly forgot it was
No,
in the pile.
plus up Aminatou
Mm-hmm.
to draw a card. And put a card in my hand and top of my library. Well, passing the turn with a significantly less board state.
Okay.
Much sadness was had.
I recommend you start with Burning Sun's avatar, because that
I
means
thought
that
you were just telling people that we weren't gonna do that anymore.
Well, to be fair, Jace tends to shut down games.
because,
I do have counter mana open, so go ahead.
because that way he counters that. If it really goes through, it will hit Jace down and give us a little more time. If it doesn't, then you'll have the opportunity to put another one down. And there's only so much counter magic he has.
And then, even if you take all of Justin's counters out, Mark can still finish off the job.
There's
potentially.
potentially, we'll see.
Alright, well, I'm going to listen to your advice, but first I'm going to do this.
Dinosaur spells cast. You cast cost
Cheaper,
lowest.
nice.
Does that resolve?
Yeah, that one was
I'll allow it. I have counterspell mana up, so I do have to.
Okay. Back us up, your pain.
But I'm just gonna be like, I'll allow it.
Okay.
You know what? Just for that, I will allow everything you play this turn. She plays something and proceeds to wreck my face. You know what? I did say I was gonna allow it, so.
Burning Suns cost 5. You've tapped 6 for it.
It's 3 and 3.
It's dinosaur.
Nice.
So that's on the stack. I don't
3
respond.
damage?
Indeed. Do you respond?
I'll let it stay.
Excellent. ETB trigger happens.
And you're
It's 3
targeting.
damage to target opponent.
Or Planeswalker.
Yep. So you want to hit
Just
Jace?
hit his Narset.
Going down. I mean, yeah, you
Hit the
could
J-
hit
no,
Narset or
hit
Jace.
Hit the Jace. Hit the Jace.
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 Going down to 5.
Jace
Oh
will
wait,
choose
I
out the
shouldn't
game in a
have.
moment.
Then I shouldn't have Aminatou then.
Alright.
We're just gonna. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now. I looked at the top of my deck. It was a planes. I had planes in hand, so I just replaced a planes with a planes. So that's all that really happened.
Okay. But yeah,
That's on me. I'm sorry.
that's okay. So then you've also got 3 damage to up to 1 target creature. I don't think there's any creatures out to hit, and I don't think you want to kill your own.
Is that a May trigger? It has to.
Up to 1.
Okay.
They started doing that more to avoid
Yeah.
shenanigans and
Yeah.
awkwardness.
It was like, well, I played this, but I guess I'm not gotta nuke it now. Well, actually, even if it did, it could target itself because it's a 6/6.
No. Okay, now that we're not in immediate danger from Jace, it's a little. It's still best to
We
kill
should
it.
still kill Jace though.
Yeah, and Narset. Though Payne and I are more worried about Narset.
Yeah, because we both need
is
to
the
draw
problem.
cards.
Jace is the one that's definitely a problem for you. I don't think you've got a ton of card draw in there. I don't know, but so Narset's not a
Nine
big
doesn't tend
issue.
to have a card. Doesn't tend to be a card draw color.
It can, depending on what it does.
Can be, but most win strategies with it, you want as much of other things as possible.
Imagine if there was something when ETBs destroy target planeswalker. I would just be like, slips it into here.
You've got. Oh no, that doesn't.
There's
I'll have to
nothing
go
really
look.
that does that.
I'll have to go look.
The Elder Spell, but not really.
That's not something you can flicker.
Sad.
That's a good card, but
I really, honestly, that was on me.
Ranging Raptor, or Ripjaw Raptor. sorry.
Oh, hey, you were talking about that card draw. Oh,
Was that
you
resolved?
need to kill Narset now if you want to use that.
Oh, good point. Yeah.
You have a way of giving haste. In Naya colors, you better.
Well, the
She's got
commander
a couple
comes in.
artifacts.
Oh, and the Monarchy's turned off thanks to Narset too.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yep.
Narset's like, you have that crown? No, you don't. That's my crown now.
Well, the Monarchy happens for monarch effects that care about it, just not the card draw.
I'm actually curious, are you going to be getting the new Narset? The Jeskai one?
Most likely, it's fantastic if I can.
Okay.
It may be too expensive.
Knowing Narset, she probably is.
Yeah.
Get it right when it comes out.
Well, no, you might be able to
Well,
pull it
actually,
at
probably cheaper
the
after.
pre-release.
Mm-hmm.
You might have a pre-release here. I don't know. 6 people will be enough for a pre-release, right?
Because you can get some rotation.
People meeting is a little tough, even in this. Even for that.
Yeah. This
You could,
is...
that being said, if we can get everyone to a computer and internet access, we can put a pre-release together on X
Not gonna
page and at
lie.
least do that.
I don't
She just-
trust people. Online, I just feel like that would be like how.
I've got a way to do it, and it has a rules enforcing engine, and I think a ban list enforcing engine
Well,
too.
I meant what I meant is like whether or not they're cutting their deck or whether or not.
the computer does it for you. And
Oh,
that's-
solid time.
I have a way to do it
Okay.
for
For
free.
Raptor, it attacks or blocks.
I'm not going to mention it on here because it's legalities
Each
weird. I don't want to
combat
get
table.
Payne's channel in trouble. But the way to potentially do pre-release for free, I'm not going to mention it in case WotC sees this. I'm not going to mention the name, but it
Hey,
exists.
WotC, if you see this,
Don't.
send your boy some pre-review cards. Your boy wants some preview cards.
But yeah, there's ways around that. We can talk about that later. But if you can get everyone together with that, or heck, if people don't have
You could do
computers,
Magic Online.
that's where
That's $10, but
then you have to buy the cards.
shit, you're right. Never mind.
Fair.
This one does not. It's-
I'm definitely still buying the cards though because
So-
I play mostly
Yeah.
paper.
You have
yeah.
a paste?
No.
But
That's
card
it.
draw's turned off because of whatever he has, right?
Indeed.
Right. And then each combat doesn't count this combat because it doesn't have haste, right?
Indeed.
Yeah.
But I still get to. No, I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
You're
I
still
do.
damaging
You
it.
still look for a dinosaur.
Oh, no.
And reveal it. So it's if someone doesn't have computer or internet access, I have a spare computer that works with this software.
I mean, I have a
that I can
shitty
load up.
laptop around here somewhere.
So Payne and I could each support an additional person. Our internet connections are sufficient. So
Are you done with your turn?
I know
Yeah.
Scott
Go ahead.
has issues with that. Okay, is that it for you?
Mm-hmm.
All right, my turn. Untap.
Sorry, I'm just trying to keep the game moving.
Trying to figure it out. Because I want to be able to do pre-release stuff with people, but this stuff makes it tricky.
I did buy a box from Amazon. It supposedly said I'm getting the box topper too, so
Nice.
I get Godzilla.
Yeah, some of the places
Go ahead.
I've been looking at, like Card King,
Which will probably go in my
legend.
legendary tribal deck. There are a lot of nice legendaries in this set.
Planes. Find another
Said-
basic planes. Okay, let's kick this off with an Azorius Signet. I want my mana rocks back. Does it resolve?
I'll allow it.
Now,
She's still at 40. But the more pressing matter is over there.
okay, if you were okay, I have a way to potentially stop Narset, or at the very least force him to use a resource. But if it goes through, it would stop Burning Sun's avatar from working properly. Would that be okay with you to turn card draw back on? Mm-hmm. Okay, we'll attempt this then. I normally use this on people's commanders for context.
Are you about to play Darksteel?
Now,
Something like
close enough. I cast Wall of Stolen Identity. It's a 0/0 creature shapeshifter wall. I may have it ETB as a copy of any creature on the field, except it's a wall in addition to other types, has Defender. When I do, tap the copy creature, it doesn't untap during its control, and tap step for as long as I control this. Is this resolving?
Yep.
I'll allow
It's
it.
entering
You're
as
hitting Narset with it,
Burning
right?
Sun's avatar? Indeed.
Okay.
Begone. And because I can, and do you have an enrage trigger you'd like to go off?
You can draw a card off. This is the only one she has. So, Ripjaw Raptor.
Very well. Take that enrage trigger.
I just imagine this giant dinosaur stuck on a wall.
But that is tap now. I'm willing to tap as long as this is here. But at least something is happening.
So, burn it, yeah, so. I'm good.
Okay.
Bebe, can you tap it? He was about to do it for you.
6.
Don't need to worry about Jace right now, so.
Well, we should worry about him, but we have at the moment.
We're actually 4 turns away from being able to use it.
Just Sky Banner. Does this resolve?
Yeah.
Excellent.
I'll let
allow
you
it.
have your mana rocks.
Okay. Excellent.
Fuck Mana Rocks.
Come on, man.
Only use
Always
real
be able to
lands.
play.
Okay.
Only
Pass.
use real lands.
You're up. Okay. Now.
I upkeep and then draw. I will
No counter spell.
plus up. Jace going back to 6. Scry 1, draw 1.
Please, fucking like Blue Sun, Xena mills his whole deck. All of us.
Well,
Shocked Pikachu
That's what my
face.
commander's for.
Proceeds to reanimate Narset.
Mark and I, shocked Pikachu face.
Pretty much.
We just dumped a bunch of resources into that.
Okay, so I will play Island for turn.
That's the commander mark.
I'm gonna set that over there.
My commander's still in hand. I need to recast her.
We'll put that over here too.
I kind of have to.
Yeah.
All of the Planeswalker deck commander ones, they tend to run through the Planeswalker. So if you just start eating it, it's
Yeah.
I'm going to Mind Spring where X equals 4.
What is...
Draw X cards. I draw 4 cards.
Cool. I allow it. I don't stop
Oh,
it.
does it? Yeah, sorry.
I don't stop.
I will tap 2 blue mana and do nothing.
There we go.
I don't stop it.
Sometimes you just gotta go. I could have.
Ow.
That hurt my
Wild
wrist.
Yeah,
bang.
don't do that.
My grandparents' stable is kind of badass.
Can this
Will
attack a creature of my own or only other people's? Could I like attack a creature of my own with this one?
You don't
No.
attack creatures.
You attack people, not
You
creatures.
can't
You
attack-
can't attack yourself.
You also can't attack your own planeswalkers.
Stop punching yourself.
There are rules. Now people can take that from you and hit your own planeswalker with it, or you.
It's
but
funny that way.
It
You know what the
can be.
best card from the last set of Planeswalker decks was Loyal Guardian?
I'm gonna pass the turn, or yeah, pass the turn.
Well, not the last set, but from the Planeswalker deck.
The loyal ones are really
The
good.
Loyal Guardian is especially good. But then there's also the Loyal Drake that allows you to. Yeah.
Oh, I know how. Kind of figured it out. Alright, I'm gonna do this one.
We do need to reveal the dinosaur.
I know.
Okay. Just sorry.
Everybody
Making
get
sure.
on the floor. Everybody
Oh,
do
but land counts as a permanent.
Indeed.
Are you about to yeet everyone's fields?
I sense Silverclad Porcelain.
Please no.
Man, I was
That would actually hurt him the most.
Kayak Ghost Assassin.
It's going to start cutting through your mana base.
Kayak Ghost Assassin.
You don't.
I'm gonna -2 her. So each opponent discards a card and I draw a card. I need the card draw.
I pitch this mountain.
I guess I'll do that. Since Mark guessed what card I wanted.
Sorry, there's only so many dinosaurs that do that kind of thing, and I pulled that one as a pre-release promo.
I'm gonna plus up Aminatou to draw a card and put a card from my hand back on top of my
So which one did you tutor for?
Polyraptor.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
I like it. I like it.
Oh, that changes what I'm gonna do.
I love it.
This ought to be good.
I lost track of what I was doing. It goes to the top of my deck, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely put it on there after you
Six,
shuffle.
7, 8.
Yes, not before. I look forward to seeing how the Polyraptor shenanigans go out.
Black,
It brings joy to my
blue,
soul.
white, and 2.
Are you nuking the field or something?
No, actually, I only need to do one less than that. Sorry. I'm gonna evoke Night Incarnate. Basically, when I cast this spell for its evoke cost, if I do sacrifice it, it's sacrificed when it enters the battlefield. When it leaves the battlefield, all creatures get -3/-3 until end of turn. That's gone. That's gone. I'm not giving you, and that's gone.
Dang.
I'm not giving you the Polyraptor enabler.
Oh,
I was planning on kind of doing that to begin with, but I was like, I can wait a turn.
sadness.
It's just
That's-
chilling
I
on my
have-
graveyard.
Well,
4 mana left.
if Polyraptor attacks me, I can block it with the wall.
I can't.
No
And
enrage
more
triggers.
Polyraptors. Oh, no, the rain rate triggers will still happen.
But they only happen if you survive.
Crystal Ball.
Isn't
Is
that
this
a giant creature?
Oh, this still happens.
Only if they
Incorrect.
survive.
Damage is damage is damage.
Also, I'm Crystal Ball. I played it, and then I'm gonna
Yes.
Crystal Ball.
Damage is not changing to non-damage by this creature.
No, I
dying.
get that, but there's a card that has enrage on it, and it says it only enrage only happens if it survives.
Yeah, it's one of the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass the turn.
There are enrages that only matter if it survives.
Enrage.
Yeah,
But-
it's when
Go ahead.
counters are put on it.
Your Wi-Fi password is. Your computer password is.
Gishath.
Hey.
For actual mana cost because it was bounced.
This should be good.
Nice.
Prepare to get yeeted.
Does it have haste?
Yep.
Yep. Prepare
And-
vigilance and trample.
All in favor of him attacking Justin, say aye.
You'll get your Burning Sun's
Or
avatar
just-
back if you hit Mark and he blocks with that.
Oh, true. Or it could kill Jace.
Again, what you think will happen will not happen.
Just remember, everybody get on the floor. Everybody do the dinosaur.
The blue player can threaten, but the blue player will run out of resources eventually.
The blue player will run out eventually.
I'm tapped out. My
That's how
commander.
you get you with me if you're having trouble with what I'm
My
doing.
commander's just sitting out there like the small child she is.
Force me to use some resources, ideally before I plan to. That is how you deal with it, people. You don't necessarily gripe at the blue player unless they're playing stacks. Then you have or land destruction.
You never
then
play
have,
against them again.
Then you have license to gripe at them. Mass land destruction is terrible, and stacks is unpleasant.
Insert-
You may
play-
kidnap that person
in
and
certain
do unpleasant things to them.
In
do
certain
that.
play groups, it's unacceptable. I'm in a play group where we
Don't
do
play
mass-
Send triplets.
mass,
Send
destruction.
triplets is one thing.
Don't play Send triplets or Zer.
My buddy in my other play group plays a Sins triplets deck.
Ouch.
Oh, hey, good old
Hey.
season doubler. Means we're gonna have 2 summers.
Yeah, if you're having trouble with a control player or a blue player, force them to use up the resources and deal with them. Just gotta play
I think
through
that's
it.
how I beat you one time.
Yes.
When we were playing Modern against each other. When I was using my
Was this one of the
Nilda.
ones we were testing online?
No, we were playing. It was over the summer. Remember?
Was this
And-
one of the we were testing? I was helping you
It
test
wasn't online, but
Okay.
we were playing actual paper Magic.
Okay, yeah,
And it was actually a fun game because it was like, all right, well, I got to figure out how to maneuver around
Mm-hmm.
Mark.
yeah. It's blue players. Blue and control are very dealable.
Mark, we're both coming at you.
That's 11. Jesus Christ!
Well, Gishath is going to get eaten, but is going to
Stop!
trade out with the wall, and the other one will get through to me.
Does
And
Gishath
to-
have trample?
Yes.
Yes.
So I take a total of 5 damage.
And one
And you
commander.
get one
Yes.
Gishath trigger as well.
No, you hit the little 0.
Ah.
Now it's easier to hit because we have an actual big thing.
What'd you get to play?
Death Gorge Scavenger. When it enters the battlefield or attacks, you may exile target card from a graveyard. If creature card is exiled this way, you gain 2 life. If a non-creature card is exiled this way, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn.
Do you want to gain some life? I've got some creatures. So does he. And I think he even.
I don't have any creatures. Oh, in my graveyard? Oh, yes, I do. Well, one.
I have one. I have one creature.
You're the one that keeps going into your graveyard and taking stuff back.
It's mostly spells, though.
She's like, no.
I have exactly 4 creatures in my five creatures in my graveyard, and all of them are good.
I have 4 creatures if you would like to. Willbreaker, Talrand, and Burnish. Actually, only 3.
Here's all the creatures I have.
But absolutely.
The rest of my graveyard's right here if you want to see it.
Yes. Yeah. I don't do much for creature recursion. There's like one thing.
Yeah, I don't
here
have.
I kind
somewhere.
of need them because they're part of what makes this
Yeah.
deck go.
Lavinia.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Any game?
Memories of Josh playing Lavinia and never getting a 5th land.
And I passed turn.
Gosh. Okay.
Only reason we didn't attack him because it was like punching a child.
Gosh, Josh.
Oh, wait,
I don't know Josh.
You
but-
use that.
and this comes back, right?
Yeah, it doesn't untap, but it will untap later now.
Okay.
And you also draw your card, Monarchy card now.
Okay.
My turn. Untap.
Oh, the red doesn't show the commander damage thing at all.
Yep.
Oh, well, we'll be fine.
Draw
We only
for turn.
have one.
We'll just make a note not to use that shade of red.
Or just red.
I can see it.
Oh, fair enough. The people at home can't see it. Those are the
Okay.
people that matter. You matter. You guys are awesome. Thank you for supporting this channel.
Chuckles nervously. I'm in danger.
Aren't we all? A
Yeah.
brain aneurysm can happen at any time, Mark.
On that delightful and cheerful note, I flashback Mystic Retrieval to return target instant sorcery card from my graveyard to my hand. I am targeting.
Hang on, I have a question about that. Do you have to reveal what you're
die?
going to grab before that
I
resolves?
declare the target.
the
and then
wall
people
was a
get
6/6.
decision. Yes.
Quick question.
Did
What?
this die?
Gishath died, right?
Yes. Very dead. Such dead. Much wow.
Wow.
Does
just-
it only still at 1?
It's only left the command zone once.
Yeah.
Righteous. I'm targeting. I think Righteous Confluence.
My apologies. I was just
Yeah,
making
Righteous. Righteous Confluence. I desire to gain 15 life in the near future.
Keep it.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Are you going to gain 15 life? This is going to take so long for me to edit. Jesus Christ.
Behold, I cast Righteous Confluence. Choosing for all 3 modes, I gain 5 life to gain a total of 15 life.
So now you can die to commander damage.
Something like that.
Not that I care about that. When you have a Planeswalker commander, you kind of lose that.
It's real
road.
difficult to do that out of there.
Unless you have Sarkin.
True.
Well, no, not well.
You do not understand how much I hate Sarkin.
1, 2, 3, 4,
that hatred
5.
is unfounded.
I cast
Fair.
Elsha of the Infinite. My commander. Does it resolve?
Yeah.
Excellent.
I'll allow it. For now.
Soon. I play Boros Guildgate as my land for turn and pass. I'm going to sort my lands real fast, so y'all do your thing.
Upkeep, draw.
Aminatou, Jesus Christ.
I will play
This is gonna take
Island for turn.
the first episode gave me this false confidence of, oh, these games aren't going to be too long. Lies!
Plus-
Damnable lies!
What's up, James? 127.
I don't think any of us played blue in that first episode.
Also, to
Draw
be
one, draw
fair,
one.
I kind of just ran away with the game in the first episode.
Yeah.
Tristani tends to do that.
Unless there's like less wizards at the table and can put a stop to things.
Yeah. Yes.
Or a similar deck. That one might be able to, or at least be restrictive.
I'm gonna have
Goosey.
to- I'm gonna have to keep that in my hand.
Pain, they're not going to get the joke and you're going to have to edit it out.
I'm not. I'm just gonna play it. I'm just gonna play that bit from.
I am heck bent. I have 1 card in hand. Some of the Omniket Hour Devastation
I mean,
mechanics care
I
about
can
this.
make you lose it so you can actually be hellbent.
I don't terribly care, but I'd rather not.
Okay, so
I'm not upset. It's not much of something.
Upsetty Mom Spaghetti.
Tapping.
You want to go back in time and hit Rossetti?
5 to play Unexplained Visions. I draw 3 cards, and if at least 3 blue mana was spent, I actually scry 3, then draw.
Nice. Yeah,
Does
yeah.
anybody? Was it stick?
I don't stop it.
I'll allow it.
So I'm gonna
Force of will.
top 3.
Oh, hey, Jace is back up to 7.
I have a way of getting rid of it.
Cool.
I have a way of getting rid of multiple things. I drew my other piece of removal.
So I'm gonna
Is this
that
Cyclonic
one up
Rift?
top.
Mark, I only have one Cyclonic Rift, and it's in the cube.
These two on the
You know
bottom.
this.
Now
We
I
should
draw
do a cube.
3.
Oh, you know, that software I'm talking about can do cubes. If you can upload the list into it, you can do a cube draft online.
True. You know, when this whole thing is over, we have to have like a giant like chaos draft.
So I'm gonna
To celebrate
pay
the end
one
of
blue
Corona.
for ponder. Look at the top 3, put them back in any order, and then I draw. I can shuffle when I'm
Are
done.
you? Do you have defensive things in there beyond
Yes, I
spells?
do.
Do you have creatures and
I
such?
I
You just haven't run into them
I
yet?
promise you, I do. Yeah.
Okay.
Watch,
At the
he's
very least,
actually
you
just
have-
trying to mill himself.
At the very least, you should have propaganda somewhere in there.
I don't have that one,
It's
unfortunately.
like $20.
Yeah, it's worth the $20, but yeah.
Yeah,
Waltzy doesn't like reprinting it because it is technically a break into their new philosophy.
yeah.
So
Dang it, Mark Rosewater, why you gotta be like
I'm
that?
back in that, and I'll draw this card.
Listen, red needs more counter spells. But only countering blue things.
Pyroblast. In standard might be a little much.
Reprint red elemental blast back into standard, do it.
It might be a little much. I like Pyroblast.
Red elemental blast is cooler though.
Pyroblast is a little faster to say and sounds cooler.
But red elemental blast.
Pyroblast. 3 syllables.
So I will.
The 6.
It's the same card effectively.
Not quite. Pyroblast can target something without doing anything to it. This is useful in, say, Storm.
Alternatively, just play both.
Some decks do that in Vintage.
Mark, we haven't won the lottery, so I don't think we can play that.
I'm gonna.
I mean,
pass-
technically, we are playing
pass
Singleton
turn.
100 card vintage.
I pass the turn.
Singleton 100 card vintage. Commander's now going to be forever known as that.
I think... I don't know if any of us have cards that are banned in Vintage. There are a few that are banned in Vintage that aren't a Commander.
Well,
By the way, I do want to say I'm really sorry for having that card in my deck.
Like, it's not a huge deal, it's just keep an eye on that
I mean,
kind of
to be
thing.
fair, I didn't know, or else I would have told you before.
Yeah, I mean we played it in the last game.
Alright, so I'm going to play this Plains.
I don't know all the banned cards, but I know a lot of them.
So
gonna
you ready
take
for
that
this?
one out.
I'm going to use this Azorius land to get the Azorius Signet.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh yeah.
And then I'm going to put it over here on top of this land, so that way I know how to
Using the Azorius Chancery to make an Azorius Signet. Such flavor, much wow.
Bada bing, bada boom. So that's white, 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 black, black. 1, 2, 3. Angel of Despair. Flying 5/5. When enters the battlefield, destroy target permanent.
Is it
Okay,
resolved?
nope. Are you targeting mine?
Well,
I mean,
it's-
you gotta say it
the use of the
regardless.
effect
But,
ha-
yeah,
well,
I
the use of
saw.
the effect has to go
So
off.
it's on the stack first. So what I'm gonna do first is that.
I still have to declare my target.
Actually,
You declare
no.
targets when it hits.
Yeah.
It's not a
And
cast.
I'm fairly certain you're hitting me. So
You sure about that? I can actually target one of her things. I've been kind of looking to slowly start getting those out of the game.
Okay, well act like that card's still on the stack. You're definitely not gonna
I'm
attack me.
targeting this.
Okay, alright, then it stays.
Alright, enters battlefield, your thing is destroyed. I then minus Aminatou, Angel of Despair.
Well,
No, it's already cast!
No, you flicker it, right?
You trigger the
Flicker,
ability.
you have to counter the ability.
Or do something to kill the angel while the flicker ability's on the stack.
Yeah, hang on.
That's how you get around it, Mark. You go one direction, but you actually go the other.
Insert One Direction joke here.
Damn it, dude.
See, that was hilarious.
That's
I give
almost
props
like
for that.
breaking a fucking deal, dude. What the shit? You said you weren't gonna target it with that card.
I was technically
That's
right.
fucking
I
sad.
didn't
No,
target
it's
it with
still
the card.
targeted.
Ooh.
That's still,
I-
you broke a deal. Like,
No, I
that's
didn't
fucking
break a
crazy.
deal. Because I said I was only going to target it with that card.
No, I mean,
I
I'm
didn't
not
say
mad.
anything about after flickering it.
You said
Do we have
target.
a grudge?
No,
Because
I mean
this is
what
something
I'm
we can
saying
do
is
with
like
this
I would
I never said anything about after
never
flickering
make
it.
another deal with you in my life. Like that is fucking bullshit. Well, so when it comes to that has to be cast, right?
No, it's flickered. It
When it's
basically
entered the battlefield, you can't target it, counter it while it's coming back, can you?
No.
Okay, so you counter spells that are cast. That's not being cast. It's an object that's being moved about.
So unless you have a stifle.
It's sort of like passing a ball between. It's sort of like passing a ball between you and your friend next to each other, rather than hurling it across the field.
So unless you have
The
a
person with
stifle.
a baseball bat cannot hit it if it's between you, but if you hurl it at them, they can hit it.
Man, fuck it. Whatever. Destroy it. That's bullshit. You're never playing another thing.
Oh, ooh.
Who cares? I don't care about your hand size because -2 Kaya, everybody discards a card, I draw a card.
I discard my planes. I am not heckbent. Or hellbent, even.
Wait, what are we doing? Sorry.
Everybody discards a card, I draw a card.
I am both heckbent and hellbent.
So I'm gonna actually test this whole thing of me not resolving another spell. Pay blue, brainstorm.
No.
This ought to be good.
I'm gonna test it.
Ow. Also, I get a peek at the top.
So what are you gonna count? First, you have to just go. What are you gonna counter it with?
1 and a blue. Negate.
Wonderful. I'm getting all of his counter spells out of the way.
I don't care. I'm not gonna win now. Like, there's no way.
Not necessarily
I put
true.
my win con on the bottom of my deck because I thought I was gonna get Jace.
Admittedly, if you mill your entire deck except for that, you're set.
Pay 1.
I have to.
Scry
it
2
has to
off
be
of
on the
Crystal
field.
Ball.
What does Crystal Ball do?
Scry 2. Unless you can.
That's an ability. I can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
There are ways to do things about those.
It was 2 lands.
But that's a little much. You want to save that for his planeswalkers?
I told you if I have something, I'm hitting it.
Dang. Do y'all care if I sort my graveyard so it makes it easier
Go ahead.
when I check through it? Okay. Some people
Pass
in
the
our
turn.
group run things that care about graveyard order. People, don't do that. They're all terrible cards.
In certain
No,
play groups, it's fine.
No, like playgroups, it's fine, yeah, but the
Gates
cards
are
are all
down.
terrible, and it just makes things inconvenient.
Organize land.
Oh, by the way, I can hit lands with her too, so I can just slowly start whittling your hand down. I could get rid of your reliquary tower. But you see, I'm not that much of an
Wait,
asshole.
okay. Oh, geez, that's permanent, isn't it? Goodness.
I'm not going to hit your lands with it because I'm not that much of an asshole.
Perfect.
The only deck I play mass land destruction in, it actually makes sense because I can win the next turn.
Sorcery.
It's called Joyra
Sorcery.
of the Gitu.
Sorcery.
Unless
hold
Mark
on.
is going to win next turn, in which case we're all fucked
Unlikely.
anyway. Mark plays 5 Black Lotuses, what? We draft Alpha, Mark drafts 5 Black Lotuses, proceeds to win the game.
Proceeds to also promptly sell them and make a retirement fund.
Alternatively, you give one to each of your best friends, and we all get a retirement fund.
At some point.
Because legit, if I ever win the lottery, I'm buying all my best friends a Black Lotus, including me. And I'm going to say, listen, I'm just going to hand you a briefcase and be like, Mark, here's your retirement fund. Open it. Pristine Alpha Black Lotus.
White.
Closes briefcase, puts it in the safe deposit box.
Red, white, green. 3.
Yeah, that's rough. This is.
It's
an
the
interesting
anger in it. I have made 2 people salty. That is a
The
record.
fact that you broke a deal is
It
what
wasn't
angers me.
I only said
You said you would not target it with the card. Whether or not the card bounces and comes back, you're still targeting with that card. At the end of the day, you targeted it.
I only
I
promised
should
one
have
thing.
discounted it anyways and been an asshole.
Oh yeah, because it's that good of a
But
card.
I'm kind of.
It's kind of a good ability on a
I
good.
thought we were good on word here. Guess we're not.
Ouch. So. Huh.
Your salt.
You know, I
fuels
tried to
me.
run something like this once, the blue Commander Precon with Teferi. It didn't go terribly well, but that was earlier on in my career, so I'm going to...
early on in his career.
At some point, I'd love to look through the list, or at least if you could send me the tabbed out list or something, just so I could see that, because it was fun.
There's a lot of stuff that I took out from the list. There was
Okay.
5 creatures in the original list.
Yeah.
I put more.
I've also have some fun things on that you may be able to use.
No mercy, no respite. The Emperor's light is my torch.
And now we're making 40k references.
Blood for the blood god! Wait, I can't do that. I'm not running red. Mark,
And-
do it for me.
I'm running Jeskai. It's like the exact opposite of anything that goes blood
You're
for the blood
Zinch.
guide. No, Zinch would be this if he was actually nice. Zinch is in Grixis.
Alright, so I'm paying 2 for 3.
What is it?
I see storm cards. I am concerned. That's my job. Hold on.
Alright, so 3,
I'm also concerned.
4, 5.
Do you want to dice?
5 mana. 5 mana, 3 of it red.
Color doesn't matter right now.
5 mana. 6,
And 2 green.
8. It begins.
You should counter that.
Fucking no way.
Alright, so
counters
it's
are
just
for
you and me for the rest of this thing.
My counters are for you, and I have one I have one for Polyraptor, but it stays.
Joy. Good. I'll start beating you in the face of Angel of Despair.
You forgot how many unsummoned cards I have.
You forget how many times I can just
Again.
flicker Kaya and just take you down 2 damage at a time. Alternatively, she could beat you in the face.
Whatever gets swung in at me, whatever you think is going to
17
happen.
coming
is
at you,
not.
Pain.
Oh! You might want to gain some life soon, Payne.
Let's see, how much is that total?
17.
And my commander is Trample.
Indeed.
Will you start attacking Justin if I take all of
'Cause I
this?
know Liz is going to end up winning the game.
Yeah, sure.
Huh. At the very least, you have a no-cost block of Ripjaw with the Angel.
No, yeah, that is a 4/5.
Remember, whatever deal you make with Pain, I didn't counter your Polyraptor, and I could have.
If I let all of this through, will you kill Justin and then Mark? Okay, so you're gonna leave me for last then.
Yeah.
You can shake on that?
Oh, it's not like it matters. He'll break it.
Well, fist bump. For safety
You
reasons.
can fist bump on that? Whoa, I want to see that other hand first. I don't do... See, no cross fingers.
It was in a fist in my pocket.
Do toes count? Do toes count? I never
My
did.
toes are also bent into the carpet.
They don't count
so that I
because it's
don't-
really hard to cross your toes.
Yeah, I also don't think my
I mean, I
toes
can
are
do
long
it.
enough to cross.
I mean, I can do it too, but it requires some effort. So I'll take 17, go down to 6.
And so, what, 7 went through from...
Yeah, I'll take... what are they on today?
What?
I love how there's an impact counter.
I think you drove yourself up by a life that you didn't mean to.
No, it was 23 down to 6, 17.
You're right, my bad.
Mark, I do not for a living.
Oh, hey, Payne, Silverclad.
Good.
Each opponent sacrifices a permanent.
When it's dealt damage.
Okay.
Why do you think I didn't block?
6.
Call it,
Remember, I'm being
She
left
won
for
the
last.
game. It's just how long
Oh,
it takes.
shit. The Musion of Life, that's a good one.
Disgusting card. I love it.
Ooh. You know, I meant to put those in Atraxa and then just proliferate the counters and get them for free forever.
Yeah.
But you're not that evil.
I
Alright.
actually just never got around to it. I still have the card.
Damn it.
I'm gonna do it now.
Damn your laziness. That's something I could have been salty about.
Alright, pass turn.
Excellent. And even better, I get all my mana. Joy.
Joyful, joyful.
Draw this total surprise card. Peek at the other card. Disappointment and rage. All right, let's cast this total surprise card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For Sun Titan, one of the few methods of creature and permanent recursion I have. It is a 6/6 giant, white giant with vigilance. Whenever ETBs or attacks, I may return target permanent card with CMC 3 or less from my yard to the field. That includes lands. Does it resolve? Does it
I'll
resolve?
allow it.
Does it resolve? Excellent.
I'm tapped out on mana. Don't you see my giant stack?
I have to ask. Now, do I bring back Jace, Gutter Snipe?
Actually, I would die if you brought back Gutter Snipe.
Commander Sphere, and that's all my permanents actually. And you know what? I'm gonna bring back Commander Sphere.
I mean, it's pretty good, not gonna lie.
Then I'm going to immediately tap it to float a blue mana and
Signifies blue mana
sacrifice
with
it
red
to draw a
dice.
card.
Uses red dice to signify blue
I
mana.
know. I
Peek at
love
the
that.
top. Oh, thank goodness, it's something I can cast. This is a land, by the way. I play Myriad Landscape, but ETB's tapped.
Oh, well.
This now for 3.
I have made...
This
I have made
surprise
two-
ghostly prison off the top of my deck. Creatures can't use an enchantment. Creatures can't attack me unless their controller pays 2 generic mana for each creature they control that's attacking me. Does this resolve?
Hold up.
You're
In
not
response,
in the attacking mode.
in response, I tap
About
a white
to be.
mana.
But
Mana
not me.
time.
Haven't you declared a grudge against pain?
Yes, but are you going to... Would you like that to stay?
I'd much rather hold on to this. It's my method of protection. Also, I'm peeking at this since
So,
I can.
alright, since it's still on the stack, will you wait till it's just me and you to start swinging at me?
That's an awful lot, but I'm at the very least not going to start swinging at you for another turn or 2.
So you
Is that
can-
acceptable?
Yeah,
You can be swinging at me.
Excellent. Excellent.
Let's stay.
I've got this mana left.
So wait, did you play that?
I did.
Yeah, I didn't count it.
2, 3,
Mark, I will say this: you have defended your championship very well today.
4. Thanks.
And it's 2
paying
per
that mana.
creature.
Yep. Casting Chemister's Insight to draw 2 cards, and I can jumpstart it. I may cast it from your yard by discarding a card in addition to paying its other costs, then exile
You
it.
can jumpstart.
Does this
it.
resolve? Excellent.
You can jumpstart it, just like your car from college.
Oh gosh, that's
I have memories
I
of
love
that
that
car,
car.
and every time I saw it, I was just like, just shoot it, take it out back and shoot it.
Oh, I like the car.
It was a nice car,
I like the car.
but it needed to be taken out back and shot.
Oh,
It was a nice car, though.
Pass.
This is kind of like the couch, where you knew you were going to have to lose it at some point.
I'm going to tap 3 in a blue.
I hate to say it, but
Play.
Liz is probably going to win this.
Jace's Sanctum. Instant sorcery. This will
Ooh,
cost 1
that's a
less.
good card. I took it out of here for a different card that's probably just
Whenever
as
I
good.
cast instant sorcery, I
It's a,
scry 1.
that's the version that came with this, actually.
It hasn't changed art yet, so...
His Sanctum kind of looks the same. I don't think it got wrecked in the war on Ravnica. I'm not sure.
I think it's its own little pocket dimension.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how good it's.
I don't really care that much about the magic lore now because they've kind of ruined it with the
2 and
books.
2 blue, Archaeomancer.
What
Oh
do?
boy, we're bold.
I can return any target instant or sorcery card from graveyard to hand.
Bringing back a counterspell, or another one of those delve draw 3s.
Bringing back Cyclonic Rift.
You gonna play it?
That's a
right now.
thing.
So that's on the field.
Actually, you could overload it right now.
I could overload it, but it's also I'd rather do
you also
it
wanna
instant
hold
speed.
Now you'd be
Yeah,
hurting
yeah.
Mark, and you have a deal with Mark.
Nah, he just let it resolve the once. If we're going strict rules on the strict as we say,
Fair enough.
we may
You're still leaving me for last, though,
we may
right?
talk about enforcing bargains.
I mean,
By
it's
word.
not something you have to do. It's
Demonic
just something
contract.
that's
It's also, we leave our salt at the
Wall
commander
of
table.
Lost Thoughts. Defender 0/4. When it enters the battlefield, I can target a player to put the top 4 of their library in the graveyard and targeting myself.
So there's no
Merchant
longer
Scroll.
that mana up, even with the.
God, that's one of my main creatures, Chasm Skulker,
Ooh, that's a good one too.
and that's why I have a large amount of creatures. I've had it up to 20.
I should probably.
Gitaxian Probe and
Only
That's
format.
restricted advantage.
Island.
The only format it's not banned in is commander.
Banned or restricted. Get probe is restricted to 1 in vintage.
Because it's that good.
It free spell that draws you a card is a problem,
Yeah.
and it did storm decks and mentor decks there.
Had you done like 1 in a blue, it would have been fine.
1 enough at Rexian, yeah.
1 in a, yeah. Because then it would have been like, okay.
And I haven't.
At least
I
it's not
didn't
Urza's
cast
sunglasses
instant
where you can just keep
sorcery,
tapping it to
so-
keep looking at people's hands. No, Mark, Urza's sunglasses and unwinding
but
clock.
it's-
I constantly know what you have in your hand.
Well, Urza Sunglasses isn't casting a spell. But unwinding is on upkeep. Yeah, you're right. Huh.
I need to put that in Saheeli.
I
I have a
will-
copy of it somewhere.
Do you
I'll
need
pass the turn.
I don't need it,
to?
but
Does it benefit you much in Saheeli? You're not
no,
really doing
but
much.
it's cool to do.
Certainly.
It'd be like it's when someone's like, "Oh, I just drew a cool thing." Me, I want to see it too.
Unwinding Clock is kind of problematic. I'm a little surprised they've let it hang out in the format.
Go off a turn.
Oh lord.
Tap 1, crystal ball.
The ability probably resolves. Stifle effects are a thing, folks.
Flicker Angel of Despair.
That ability's on the stack.
I should probably get rid of Polyraptor, but I made a deal here.
Bargains were struck. And we could probably put a cool animation up for this, like some kind of demonic contract across the screen when those bargains happen.
And then whenever it's broken, just rip. I could take out Reliquary
In response to you hitting that.
If we implement that point system, we could have that as a point loss.
True.
We could actually enforce bargains by point loss. You have to get wording pretty strictly, but yeah.
Yeah.
Just give me a second to figure out if I want to do this or not.
Are you gonna be countering anything, or
I got something at instant speed.
interesting? I am gonna hesitant
The
to
trigger's
battlefield
gonna
yet.
happen regardless.
Well, unless you counter the trigger.
I don't have a counter trigger ability.
In the deck or just in hand? Or
Not
all?
in the
You
deck.
don't have a
You should get a hold of a disallow. It's
I
fantastic.
don't know.
or a
Give me a
stifle.
second. Let me think.
Disallow also does other things.
You've been minimized.
That'll be more useful. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna blow up Jace's Sanctum.
Meow.
Since you have decided to go to war with me, I will go to war with you. I'm going to zero. Actually, that's a bad idea to zero Kyle right now.
Oh, that's the flickery guy. That's the fun.
No, it's also lose 2 life, so.
Hey, good point.
I kind of can't really lose life.
Archaeomancer does have 1 power. It can start hitting you in the face.
But I have a 5/5.
For a given value of 5/5.
It's a very good flying 5/5.
Indeed. I want want to cast this next turn.
1, 2, 3. I'm just gonna do that real fast. 1, 2, 3.
Why do they always put that?
6. Oh wait, no, hold up. I have better math to do here.
We'll see. See if I live.
5. Tapping 6. Shit. I didn't mean to do that. I played Bella the Nightclad.
Ooh.
What does that do?
Intimidate. Other creatures I control have Intimidate. Whenever she or another creature I control leaves the battlefield, each opponent loses a life.
Mildly curious as to why you didn't do that before triggering that.
I don't have the cat in hand.
Not
I
like-
usually wait to play
No,
this.
before you flicker the angel.
So whenever a creature dies, we take 1 damage?
Either leaves the battlefield in any way.
For him.
Even for
One of
flickering.
his. Not ours are fine. His cause things.
Yep.
Keep it.
Oh, I get to keep it. I hate to tell you this, I have an infinite combo that she's involved with. You sure about that?
If you see something called a Felidar Guardian, you should kill it with
Let's
fire.
put it this way. If you see a white cat,
Go ahead.
Sacred Cat is fine. Felidar Guardian is not. Felidar Sovereign
Man,
is
if you have
also not,
something
but that's
that
for a
infants-
different reason.
If I,
Felidar Sovereign's a
regardless
one-card
if it's
combo
at
commander.
instant speed, I have something to deal with
Felidar
it, even
Sovereign's
if
a
it goes
cat
into a
that
ground.
lives
flickering?
at the beginning of your upkeep if you have 40 or more
or
life in the
playing
game.
flickering or playing
It's perfectly
spells.
legal in this format. So if you just
What I'm
last
saying is
around
I
with your
have
mana
something
at your base life
like an
total.
unsummoned that would hit one of them would stop the infinite combo because it's at instant speed.
yeah. No, you have to hit. Yeah, well, kind of.
Yes.
Okay.
And as long as you catch it at the beginning. Actually, yeah, you can. You have to.
At any time because
Yeah.
it's instant.
And you're mostly flickering the original. Flickering tokens.
One card in hand, some blue mana untapped. Fear me. I've killed all of the planeswalkers.
You hold on. You still got 2 alive over there. What nonsense is this?
Huh?
Hey, you claimed to kill all the planeswalkers. You still got 2 alive over there.
I know, I've killed all the planeswalkers in games, bro. Oh, what? For a second there, I thought you were attacking, and I was just like, what?
I bet that. I mean, that's about to happen, and probably either me or Justin.
Anybody that swings at me, it's not going to go the way you think it is.
He's got. Reigns of Power is like 5, I think. And you're out of the discount. So.
I just want to point out,
There's
it's
that one mass-
5:30, we've been playing for 3 hours.
There's that one mass polymorph thing, which is pretty good. And I think you've got enough mana for it, if I recall. Which.
Wait. 3, 4, 5.
What is it?
Battling Alcasaur.
Aegisaur.
Whenever it's dealt damage, put a +1/+1 counter on each other creature you control. So, Walking Ballista. Have you heard of infinite +1/+1 counters?
remember the chances we had of winning this game where it went from here to here?
Once she got relatively that board, I was like, and the life, there's no way I can do anything to
I'm
her.
just gonna. I just want to see how this goes.
Mark, my chances of winning went from the floor to the ground floor. I don't have a chance of winning at this point. If I do, y'all fucked up somehow.
I would really actually like to see like that deck win because she's played it a lot and there's only been 1 win, so.
Liz is also a very good player. You're a very good player, Liz.
Thank you.
Indeed.
Okay. And then I played this, which
Vernus is
these spells
mine.
now cost 1 less.
Hey.
Okay. Okay. And
I remember the draft I pulled her in. That was just really fun. Brace for impact.
So what's getting hit?
Once she finishes tapping everything, that's what she'll do.
hi, Mark.
Greetings.
Oh, you have to pay 2
1, 2,
for
3,
each
4,
one of
5,
those
6,
creatures
7, 8, 9,
attacking.
10, 11, 12. That costs you 12 mana total to attack with all that. If it's all on me. If the portions of it are in me, then that's different.
Well, you can-
Alright.
Is this an alpha strike towards me?
Can do 8 at you. So,
8 creatures.
Or
Don't-
4 creatures.
Four
Because she
creatures.
paid
It's
it.
2 mana per creature.
medium.
No, I was just clarifying my
8
apologies.
mana total.
Do you have Egg Mom in that deck?
I discarded her earlier.
I actually find it cool that the way you built that.
2.
need to calculate, see if it's equally lethal. And if it is, what's the most I can do to everyone else at the table before leaving?
Do it. I dare you. I double
It decides
dare you.
whether I assign blockers to Silverclap or Rosodon.
Which would probably be the best thing to do.
It would mess y'all up. It would mess y'all up some.
Well, this way you at least kingmaker in a weird way.
Or at least I make y'all regret some life choices.
Okay, so 7, 19, 23,
31.
31.
And what are those two doing?
We're gonna go Justin.
Now, responses to the declare attack
First.
phase. I have no responses to the declare attack
How
phase. I'm about
how
to
much
start
damage am I
blockers
taking?
soon.
11.
It would if it went through.
What's the power and toughness of each creature?
6, 6, 5, 5.
One of them's Polyraptor.
I'd recommend not blocking Polyraptor.
I mean, you
Well,
should
the thing
block
is I have a 0-4, so I can chump block and not take damage.
or have it not take damage. Smart move.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was
Well, no,
saying.
you said you not take damage.
So,
I thought.
alright,
So I'm gonna
heard it wrong.
probably block some things. We'll see, but it
what
depends
I'm
on
gonna
what
do
you're casting.
is, I'll take, what's the red? Does that have a
So
trigger?
are you casting things before we move to the declare
I'm not
block?
gonna
Okay,
cast
in that
anything.
case, I need to start thinking about blockers.
It doesn't have.
No triggers or anything?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna chump block and your Polyraptor can eat a wall.
Okay.
And I will take how much?
6.
6 damage.
There we go. Now, 8, 12, 24, 31.
Yes.
Very well. I can stop that Ferocidons entirely by putting this 3 in front of it. I can and that will maximize its use. Everything else either has trample or is inefficient use of one of my creatures.
Alright,
Next.
so this one.
But we're not quite done yet. I need to declare this one as well. So Sun Titan. Let's see how much. Let's see if I left this alone. 16. That would still kill me on my count.
And you order the blockers how you want to.
In fact, 16. In fact, that would be exactsies.
So, but when
Wow.
this is dealt damage,
Oh yes, yes.
you sacrifice
As
each
does-
opponent
Yes.
sacrifices a permanent.
I get to muck with. I get to muck
Just
with these
a
people.
permanent.
Yeah, just
Now
Goodbye, planes.
I'm going to hurl Sun Titan into the way of Gishath.
Okay.
Bzzzt.
So how
And
much?
I will take 1 of Gishath, 12 of Galta, and 4 of Ripjaw. So 13, 17. I take a total of 17.
Oh, wow. I thought you were going to be dead.
14 remaining. I am at 6 now.
Okay.
So close.
Does
What
not
was the
count.
Gishath trigger?
No, wait, Mark. What you were at
1.
23, right?
1.
Indeed.
How much? And you took 14.
Indeed.
You should be at 9.
9?
14 plus 9 is 23.
Okay, thank you. My math.
I thought he took 17 though. Yeah, you took 17.
Oh, never mind then. Sorry, my bad.
I can't math.
Screw it.
so
I'm an
my-
accountant who can't math.
One card that I got off.
Ferocidon, I break.
Yeah, I don't have to. I sacrificed an island.
I also break an island.
I broke a planes.
I have the most of them.
Alright, so this is the one card I got. Thrashing.
That came in.
Nice.
What'd it do?
Sacrifice it and destroy target artifact or enchantment.
She has to
So,
pay a mana to do
Depends
it.
on when things happen, yeah.
That was like a big player in Ixalan Standard. I remember.
There's a lot of good side.
Because you got some really
means-
good
Can I do
shape
that, like,
removal
at
from it,
instant
and it's
speed?
a-
Certainly, yes. You can do it right now, or you can hold off and wait and see if something nastier comes through.
I mean, to be fair,
If nothing else, you can do it whenever you like. That means, if you still need to do it, you can hold off till Payne's turn and do it then.
Did any of my things die?
No.
Actually, yeah, no, none of them did. Actually, incorrect. Gishath died.
Oh, yes, he's correct, but she did already
But how
pull
did
him out.
one damage get through?
Gishath.
this is a
Trample.
7/6.
Trample.
It was a
And
7/6.
Sun Titan over here is a 6/6. He's a badass.
Sun Titan's a big beater.
Thank God there's not another statter. He might be a 6/6/6. In which case, Demon
my
God.
Actually,
God.
he costs 6 mana.
Son of
A
a
6 costs 6/6, so 6 for 6/6.
He's a false white
All
card.
the Titans are.
6/6 for 6, that's funny.
Harold Titan.
He just came out, right?
Indeed.
Sail hating.
Okay.
Wait,
Is that it
Double
for you?
checking. Yes.
Excellent. My commander is finally has a commander tax to care about.
how does that make you feel, Mark?
Yes.
Excellent. Untaps. Let's see how much I can do here to get life back because I've actually got a way to now.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
I'm going to draw this surprise card. I can't look. I actually can't do anything with that, my commander. So,
It's actually a surprise card now.
all right, what should I do here? What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I have access to 14 mana. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Screw it, sure. Let's start this off.
Uh-oh. So he might win here.
2, unlikely. You'll see in a moment. 4, I cast Etherflux Reservoir. It is an artifact. For that reads, whenever I cast a spell, I gain a life for each spell I cast this turn. Pay 50 life, it deals 50 damage to target creature or player. I can't do anything with it. Leave it alone.
I know, but it's just the threat's there.
You're the one who breaks it the heck and back.
Okay, but here's the thing. Tristani is built to do that.
Yes!
I'm so tempted.
Storm count on 1.
So what does it do?
You know what? I'm gonna float a
Storm
black.
count on 1.
I'm gonna float a
When I
white.
cast spells, I gain life. I can pay 50 life to Death Star someone.
Okay.
I'm gonna float a white and fear my Aminatou.
Beard.
Should we have a rule in this group where if you cast Aminatou, it has to resolve?
No.
You can't counter it?
No.
Because that would be funny.
Problematic.
Fair, because then everyone starts playing
I'm
white.
just curious to know what
I
he's doing.
cast, as my second spell, Metallurgic Summonings. Cast trigger gains me 2 life, since it's the second spell I cast this turn. Metallurgic Summonings reads, whenever I cast an Intrigued Sorcery, I make an XX colorless construct artifact creature token where X is that spell's CMC. I can pay 3 blue to exile it, return all instant sorcery cards from my yard to my hand, activating this only if I control 6 or more artifacts. Artifact count at 1, 2, 3. Does this resolve?
Can I see that there was a lot, and I don't want to have you...
You should also have that in that deck.
It's a very good card.
I think I have spare
I
somewhere.
think I might put it into my Locust God.
You should
deck.
put that into that, yeah. You should definitely have it in this deck, though.
It is that good.
No, it's not
Let it
going to stay
resolve.
there. 2 blue, 4 counter spell.
Why?
Ooh! That's so evil!
Why, though?
Mark, Mark, how badly do you want it?
Very.
Actually,
I think that had something to
I
do
have
with
5 mana left, dude. I can't
Yeah.
win off Etherflux with 8 life.
it.
That's
That
me
would
get
be
up 40
cool.
life.
That would, I know it does, but like,
Wait.
you were counting storm counters, so I was like, is he going to copy
That's
some stuff?
no, that's how the Etherflux
Yeah,
works.
I got you.
this is a question. If you have Phyrexian Unlife, can you just activate Aetherflux Reservoir as many times as you want?
No.
But you can't lose.
You would lose after the first, remember?
Yeah, you would.
No,
Actually,
Phyrexian Unlife mean your life total hitting 0 doesn't make you lose.
but the infect counters are a problem.
Oh shit, you're right.
You take infect counters when you use it?
Yeah.
Also, I jumpstart Chemister's Insight off of discarding Increasing Vengeance, which sadly, since WotC are dumbasses and can't make things properly, only lets me copy
Mark!
target spells I control.
Don't be mean to WotC!
I will be mean to WotC when they make copy spells that don't make sense. I draw 2 cards, I get another 3 life. It should have made me a 4/4.
Wow, you're already betraying your one partner that you
end
had
up-
in this game.
I'm gonna die very soon. I have no creatures out where you have a 5/5 flyer. If Mark would have gotten that off, he would have
A 4/4.
a
That's it.
4/4.
That's it.
But that's eventually gonna wear me down.
No, she's going to kill me next turn.
If she kills you, she might kill me.
She will. I think she has the resources to do both.
That's very fair.
So I pass turn with
Trying
2
to
cards in
make-
hand, 1 mana up, and deep sadness in my heart that I couldn't get my metallurgic off. Someone almost always counters
Deep
the thing.
sadness.
Someone
To be
almost always
fair, it's
counters the
good.
thing.
To be fair, it's one of those cards that you need to keep a counterspell up for.
It's very powerful, and you really should keep it in there. You really should need a copy.
It is
it's
that
like
good, yeah.
$2 at most.
Mark, I think you played it a couple of games,
doesn't
and then we were
just
just
Got
like,
it one off. We're successfully
Don't look
once
at my
and did
field.
shenanigans with it.
and then we were just like, never again.
What's the biggest creature you got, Liz?
12, 12.
Yeah, that golf is kind of
Counter
like
magic in this,
right
but
there.
I don't want to take things out for counter magic. Everything else in here is nice.
You have a Flusterstorm.
Alright.
It's not that good. You're right.
It's actually decent, but
It kind of requires. It's more of an answer to
There's a
Storm
flashback.
rather than Storm
didn't
playing
do
it.
anything
I
to
know, I
you.
know. If
Golf
I,
is very helpful.
if I copy something, it enters the battlefield and I get its ETB trigger, right?
indeed,
Alright.
Oof.
So,
as long as it
3
enters as a copy.
Well, actually,
If a
this
creature
could be
transforms
fair.
into a copy from the field like Lizov does, it's not so much.
I'm gonna pay 3, and just because I want to, 2 life. Phyrexian Metamorph, give me your angel, and then I'm gonna destroy your angel.
No.
Okay. Alright, then that happens.
I'd scry one.
Probably for the best you saved it for that, yeah. Unless you got another one somewhere.
You're playing blue. If you don't have more copy
So,
spells,
so now you can hold up mana for what's it? The cyclonic.
Yeah, okay.
Actually, you could cyclonic right now.
But that wouldn't do a whole lot since there's a haste commander involved. You want to hold on to the cyclonic.
You're right. It'd fuck everybody over, though.
Indeed.
I have no hand right now, by the way.
I have 2 cards and I don't.
Top deck hero.
I can't cast either of them.
I don't have a hand either.
Oh, yeah, I can't cast either of these.
Unless I lost it. No, I don't have a hand. I don't think I drew last time.
Top deck hero. Na 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 na.
Alright, I mean, I'm not gonna make it, so I'll just have a little fun. 3 in a blue.
Always be confident that you're going to win the game, even if you aren't. I still feel like I
So
could
with
win.
that
Cyclonic
3 in a
will allow you
blue,
to.
engulf the shore. Return to owner's hands all creatures with toughness, or what is it? Yeah, toughness equal to the number of lands I control.
Islands you control.
Or yeah, islands. 1,
I use
2,
that in
3,
standard,
4,
it's
5,
way more
6,
powerful than I
7,
give it credit
8,
for. A 4-mana
9, 10,
instant
11,
speed.
12, 13. Everything goes back.
A 4-mana instant speed field wipe in a mono blue deck is
all
fantastic.
creatures. That's the other one I was telling you. Like I have a couple unsummons.
That's very powerful.
And this comes back to my hand.
I have no creatures.
How is he going to play anything?
Now,
Do I get to live another turn? I might. 11 hasty damage is hard to do.
Life finds a way.
That's not good. But it actually isn't very even flavor with that deck.
Mark, Phyrexians, find a way.
That's just
I don't
concerning.
want to play this way. But...
Do it anyway.
Rise from the Tides. Create a 2/2 black zombie creature for every instant or sorcery in my graveyard. My graveyard's rather large.
It puts on the battlefield tap.
Yes. Well, but notice there are no other creatures out, so I'm probably gonna get to attack. 1, 2,
I'm dead.
3,
fantastic.
4,
I love that card.
5, 6. I was debating on putting it in. So
I also had that in the mono blue.
It's
Eight.
also tapped out now.
9,
Shields are down. It's time to
10,
strike. I guess it's
11,
there, what you're
12,
saying.
Shields are down
13,
with tapped
14,
creatures.
15, 16. Well, I got 16 2/2 blockers.
Untapped, but
Oh yeah, I mean they're tapped.
You could
but-
kill me and Mark next turn.
So with that being said, I don't have. I'm an idiot. Don't have a zombie token.
Here's
what I draw.
a
Thank you.
which zombie dog you want to use?
Good. This one was grosser. Alright, so
Actually, this one's even grosser.
I use.
oh well, I'll go grosser.
I
So
forget
that's
if I have a copy of that
32
in this.
power.
I might.
And with that being said, I will
They're
pass
tapped,
turn.
so
Yep. Oh yeah, sorry. My apologies. All right, and
Oh, hey, it's the From the Lore dice.
pass the turn.
that needs to untap. Tap one. Tap that. Commander Sphere.
Mm-hmm.
Sacrifice Commander Sphere to draw a card. Haven't played land per turn. New Benalia. Scry 1.
Cheddar?
Ouch, that hurt.
Oh yeah, I said, ouch, that hurt.
Oh, sorry.
Plus up.
Yeah, I'm just randomly talking about cheese over here, guys.
My family has a cat named Cheddar, so.
You're plussing up Aminatou.
Okay.
Wrist.
He's a sweet cat. He's so skittish. Need a cat's pig on him.
No, okay, last time I went to... Why are we talking about this when the cameras are rolling? Last time I went to your house, he just came over and sat in front of me, and I was just like...
Cheddar?
Was this Cheddar or Claude?
It was the one that was scared of me.
Cheddar, most likely.
That was weird.
Cheddar and Mac are the ones that get scared
Oh
of
my
things.
gosh.
Dover is just wild.
Anyway, I'm
climb
going
up their
to
head.
flicker Kaya Ghost Assassin. She comes back with 5 royalty counters on her.
Nice.
Flicking her off of Aminatou.
I was taking
Okay,
pictures.
I'll find
Minus
Aminatou.
2. Everybody discards a card, I draw a card.
Discard.
I discard Burnished Heart.
Dun dun!
I will discard.
I will discard Polyraptor.
Dirty Circle because Willbreaker's gone.
Okay, yeah, that's a.
I have a
was-
couple combos with Willbreaker.
Wallbreaker's powerful if you do it right.
The new faucet too.
Yeah. There's ways to ping creatures where you can do set up
I
fun
was
things
in
with it.
bed the other day texting Justin pictures of our cats. And this is JP.
No.
He was cleaning himself and
JP's
stuff.
a little butthole.
He is.
Well,
Anyway, I'm going to tap
Look
4.
at his extra derpy face.
Anyway, I'm going to play Conundrum Sphinx. Flying. Whenever it attacks, each player chooses a card name Then each player reveals the top card of their library. If the card a player revealed this has the name they chose, that player puts it into their hand. If it doesn't you put it on the bottom of your library.
Huh.
If you had your commander out, you could just be like, fuck you.
That's a good point. Huh, I should put that in here. Mess with people.
I can't really do anything else. Well, I kind of can. Oh, that is 6.
I was like, how is he doing that? And I looked at Elsha, I was like,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Sente's divining top.
Double the Nightclad.
Hey, it's back.
what'd she do?
Gives things intimidate. She also has it. And when she or another creature I control leaves the battlefield, each opponent loses a life.
I can do note, either flux can deal that damage to a creature or player. Or planeswalker.
That'd be so
If you
weird.
really need to kill a planeswalker,
I'm
I just
gonna
really
nail
hate
your
Bolas.
planeswalker
pass
for
the
40.
turn. Please
Bolas-
field wipe.
Or Bolas somehow has 50 counters. It's just, no. Stop.
Stop! You violated the law. Please, somebody field wipe.
Weren't you just saying that you did?
Yeah, you were
Fuck
just
it.
like, yeah.
This game's gonna reach its natural conclusion one way or the other. Meow meow. I'm probably gonna die first, and
Oh
all
yeah,
because I
top deck
decided
and
to take
or
17.
no, you got a whole hand.
Actually,
Yeah. 'Cause
well,
all
at the
your
very
cre-
least, I and Justin are probably going to. One of us is going to take a Gishath hit soon. And both of us have defenses down.
Not entirely.
I have a mana of it,
You have a fence up.
technically. If you want to call a line of string between two sticks a fence.
Okay, but listen, the Ghostly Prison looks exactly like Swords of Revealing
line
Light.
between
Yeah.
two strings. That's fine.
3.
Or two sticks. Sorry. Line
But
between
two
two strings
sticks
is
and a
also
string
too.
equals a fence. It's not a very good barrier, but it's a fence.
Does this count as a green spell?
Indeed.
Yes.
So it's 1 less.
Indeed.
So.
You only have to pay an extra 3 for it.
Yeah, which is nice.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
9, 10, 11. It's here.
You could have played out your hand.
I don't think there's much in hand.
No, she has all those creatures back in hand that she had.
Oh.
And now she's gonna have to throw some away, I think. Maybe not, sorry.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
1 green less, and it's 1 and 2 green. It would just be 1 and 1 green?
Indeed. Well, incorrect. It would just be 2 green. You can't discount
Oh, okay.
the color unless it tells you to. There are very few things that do so.
Yeah.
So you pay 2 green for it, and hey, it's back.
Oh, hey, you could blow up that big fence over there.
Or you could blow up non-fancy things.
I mean, the only thing she can't blow up non-fancy things is either your mana rocks, which you're insanely protective of, or my ball.
Or your mana rocks.
Mark, aren't you top decking?
I have a card in hand, but pretty
Okay.
much.
Top deck hero.
I mean, this deck is the best top
yeah.
deck hero.
Yeah, it is.
It's built around being my top deck hero. In fact, being part of my hand this whole time.
Attacks deals 1 damage to target creature or player.
Ooh, free and reach triggers. 2 mana remaining. So it's probably
If
best,
you do-
if you're attacking me, it's best to break that.
Fence is gone. The fence is gone.
And now 7 incoming at me.
Yes.
No blocks. I believe I takes the full 7.
And commander damage.
That puts them at like 10.
4.
Or 4.
9 commander damage.
And then 7. 9. Commander damage total.
And 7 cards.
Fuck, 7 Gishath.
1.
They do have, if they have ETB triggers, do it a little slower.
Alright, so Siegehorn Ceratops.
Uh-oh.
5.
Can't be countered. Protection from blue.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's that one.
Okay, okay.
That is Shifting Ceratops. She's doing nothing
We
but
have
playing.
Siege Horn and Shifting.
It's a
The
shifting.
only thing that I have that is non-blue right
Ceratops.
now.
Huh.
Pro Blue.
Is that it for you?
Yep.
All right. My turn.
Mark,
Come
unless
on.
you can gain a boatload of life, I think it's the pits for you and I.
No. I mean, I have a way forward.
You do, but I'm not calling it a game just yet. Who knows? Believe in the spleen and the cards. And the liver of the
I
dice.
cast Leadership Vacuum. Target player returns each commander they control from the field to the command zone and draw a card. Commander. Also, I gain life.
It goes to hand or command zone?
Oh, I
Command zone.
forgot to draw for Monarchy.
Command zone.
Oh yeah, you get to do that now.
Huh. What's this creature's power?
4, 5, 2.
Did you draw another card from his thing?
Yeah, she freaking Monarchy. She doesn't get to draw the card off of that.
So something else is.
Oh, it's him. I'm sorry. My apologies.
That'd be like a nice consolation
That
prize.
would
Like,
be.
hey, I bumped your commander. Here's a card.
Normally that card's like so
11.
strange. I always like in pre-cons. I see most people
Got
just
11
taking it
available
out.
to me?
What, Leadership Vacuum
Yeah.
is good. Especially against, like, Voltron decks.
Yeah, that's true.
Where you want to keep bouncing a
Oh
commander.
my god! And if they were enchantments they had on them, yes.
11 available to me. This and 6 available to me. Is it better to have a blocker?
That's
There's
32
nothing for
power
that.
mark. Unless you can make a fuck ton of tokens.
This does
Or
something
fog.
no matter what. Okay. 4, 5, 7. That's reserved. I don't have anything else in here. 7. I can cast my commander in that. That might give me an option. Neither of these will give me that option. My commander will also be a blocker. Thusly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All colors involved. Commander is here.
You gain, what, a life?
2 life. Second spell, cast this turn. I can peek at the top and cast it. Thank you.
Is it a field wipe?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
White. Blue. Don't care. Cast Supreme Verdict off the top of my library, gaining 3 life, which is why I'm casting it now and not to surprise you people with. And also because you don't have counterspell on it. And also, it can't be countered even if you had it up. I should have waited.
Yes!
I should have waited and let that happen, and then destroy all
See,
creatures.
you killed one of my infinite colors.
White and blue. But protection doesn't. Protection is camouflage, no
see
damage, targeting, or blocking.
I hate to say this, but
So that
that's
is
a get
gone
fucked
as well.
moment.
That was savage.
That is.
That
and
is the
that's
best
And
get
here I was
fucked moment.
contemplating on actually like cyclonic rifting and then hitting Liz, but I was like, wow,
Because I would be hit incidentally,
yeah.
and I wish to prevent that. So
How would you get incidentally from that?
you would be able to.
Oh, yeah.
You would be able to send 2 or 3 zombies my way.
Yeah.
And. Okay.
It's just creatures that are destroyed.
Indeed.
Damn, dude, that was sick.
Okay.
Very good top deck.
It was.
I have a thing. I have Mass Diminish in my yard flashbackable. I'm out of mana, but I have it flashbackable.
That's the thing that does
It
the one.
doesn't exile after you do a flashback?
It does, but I've only casted it once normally.
Yeah.
I haven't flashbacked it yet.
I
Okay.
remember this.
I messed with those creatures.
Because I know that's the one where you mass diminishes. That's not one you're gaining life.
Everything, all creatures target player controls are 1/1 until my next turn.
Sick.
We are really just not trying to end this game at all. I love it.
I know.
I am.
that's dope.
I'm clinging on.
My turn.
Pass, yeah.
Oh my god.
2 cards in
bro.
hand, tapped out.
Okay, so you know the song "Staying Alive" by the Bee Gees?
Hey.
You just got to play that at the end of every one of your
the
turns.
first Soul Ring of the game.
That's got to be a point thing. Whoever plays their Soul Ring first. If you turn 1 it, you get a certain amount. But then if you play it like,
But then that penalizes some decks that don't have it, and some decks don't. Specifically, Scott.
well, no, but a turn on the channel, turn 1 Soul Ring. There needs to be points for getting a turn 1 Soul Ring.
Or first mana rock or something.
Turn 1 Soul Ring.
Okay.
If you do it in the Signet, you get extra points.
Okay.
We're talking about potentially revamping this whole thing, so
This is okay. That was exactly the card I needed.
I wish I could peek at the top of my deck like your thing does.
I mean, my commander's dead now. I had to kill it, but that was
Well, I
the
mean,
way
that
I
was
got to
like
cast that.
perfectly justified killing.
That was yeah. The only reason I didn't wait is because I
Assuming
wanted
he's
the
gonna
full
play
life.
Gadwick. Oh no.
I wanted the full life from that.
I could get him.
I need every bit I can get.
So 3
Is it
and
magic?
1.
Everyone will cast their commander at least once
2,
this game,
3.
which is one of the things that we're.
X equals 3.
So
Draw 3 cards.
Mm-hmm.
1.
he won't win on decking himself out. This
I
might
understand
happen
that.
again.
3.
He's got
I
quite a
didn't
lot.
play
Of
an island for turn, so I will play an
He's
island.
got a lot to go.
Yeah. I will now pay 1 and 2 blue for Nadir Kraken.
Thank you. Cast
Whenever I
a-
draw a card, oh yeah, I cast a
Bless
blue
you.
thing so I can tap down something.
There's nothing really worth tapping
Yeah, I'm
down.
not even gonna fucking bother.
You could
with that.
can you target artifacts?
I mean, yeah.
You could tap down
Yeah,
the crystal ball.
I'll tap down the crystal ball.
Does it untap?
Yeah.
Okay.
It, yeah, it just, yeah.
That way
on
you
your
feel like
upkeep.
you did
Yeah, I
something.
need to take variety. Okay.
Alright, so
No, at some
now
point. I'll just start sneezing more.
I will
I don't normally allergic to pollen, but there was
pay
enough of it. It gets me.
3 and 2. Actually, 3.
We're all having sex with plants, Mark.
Wait, 2.
Cutting that out.
2 and 1, so that's 2 blue mana.
You should just always leave the remarks
For
cutting that
Sir
out.
Eleonora, the
Just-
Discerning. Her power is equal to the number of cards in hand. 4, 5, 6. She's a 6/4. When she enters the battlefield, I draw a card. So now it's
Do you
7
want to tap Etherflux Reservoir? It doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I
to
mean
you.
I'll tap that.
Did you-
So I just drew a card. I'll pay 1,
Mm-hmm.
put a counter on Nadir, and I create a squid token, or a tentacle token. My apologies.
Just always leave the listen, cut that out, even if the other thing is cut out.
Okay,
Just so
I
everyone
will-
knows something happened here.
Pass the turn now.
Okay. I have another turn. I didn't expect this.
It's like the graveyard of jokes where they all went.
Remember how you can look at the top card of your library? I have
Yeah.
a card that I can do that now with too.
Oh, nice.
I know, it makes me happy. Now I gotta figure out if I can cast a 7 drop and a 6 drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Indeed, you can.
Yeah, you're right.
By math. By the powers of math.
The powers of math compel you! Black. White. I never actually drew a proper swamp this entire game.
That is amusing.
Because you keep putting them in the bottom of your library.
No, that was just one time.
That one time he's jinxed
Matter, you
you.
have to put them in your graveyard.
Mm.
Since when did we start listening to Ode to Joy?
I've been humming it this whole time.
Son of a bitch, Mark. Angel of Despair
Despair.
is on the stack.
Pulls won't kill my Etherflux.
Oh no.
You killing Gadwick?
Yeah.
Do you want to let him draw more
Okay,
cards?
hang on.
Actually,
Okay, hang on. If you're gonna kill Gadwick, I'll let you kill him.
Okay.
But there's other stuff you can kill.
Actually, I should kill the deer crack.
I mean-
that is kind of the big thing right there.
Okay, so
One man.
I haven't decided yet.
It's
I said I should.
Is it Dispel? Well, actually, Dispel won't do it. It has to be one mana counter
I
target
have
creature.
something.
Or like an unsummon would be the opposite of a good idea
No,
for
I,
that
I
creature.
have something. I just want to know if you will tell me what you're gonna counter first.
The first
Or what
thing
image-
that I will kill is Gadwick. I have.
Oh, you can unsummon your own creature to protect it. I see now. Or dive down.
That is what I will say. The first thing I will kill is Gadwick.
Are you gonna hit me with a second thing?
That's the only thing I'm telling you is the first
You know,
thing.
I gave you the ability to hit that, use that twice by sending it back to your hand, right?
Yeah, well, multiple times at this point.
Respect that a little.
I will respect that a little.
I passed turn. Or no, I mean I passed whatever.
Alright, so Gadwick is dead.
Okay.
Playing my
One
second
count.
Sword.
Thank you.
Playing
Sometime, I mean, honestly, I've played this deck.
1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4,
Cast them once.
5, 6 for Sphinx of Jvar Isle.
Oh, hit that thing.
Flying Shroud. I mean, look at the top card of my library. I can do that at any time.
You can't cast it or do anything.
I
to it.
know,
You
but
can-
I get to do it too.
Nice.
The sad thing is, I can't really. Well, I can draw cards off of Kaya, which I will proceed to do. Everybody discards one, I draw. I kind of needed this in my hand.
Discard. You know. Oh, this is tough.
I'm gonna discard something that could have helped everyone here. Knowledge pool.
Ugh.
Mark doesn't like it. I like it. It's a good card.
I discard with great reluctance Dusk. Destroy all creatures with power of 3 or greater.
What does Dawn do?
Return all creature cards with power 2 or less from my yard to my hand.
You actually can play both of those because Dusk is Aftermath.
Yeah.
Dawn is Aftermath. Dusk is
Or,
not.
sorry, Dawn.
I'm
There are
gonna
ways I can get around that.
I'm gonna Crystal Ball.
Discarded Riftjaw Raptor.
Ah.
I'll keep that on top with the other one on the bottom.
I probably should have discarded this, but this, if I live, this could let me slowly go somewhere. Also, if you ever see, I'm going to play a cards and you should probably also include in that. It's actually pretty good.
Okay.
Should I?
If nothing else, because
I should
like I said,
flicker Angel of Despair.
Pulls don't kill my Aetherflux. I needs that. It's like the only thing I have left. If you've got to, you've got to, but
I mean, I got to keep the game moving forward.
the game will move. I'm pretty sure everyone's damage is outpacing my tiny movements of life campaign.
I know, but you're still alive, and that's a problem.
Pain.
We need to end this game.
Pain? I'm not the one you need to worry about here.
Fair, but I feel mean if I hit Justin again. It's like beating a small
is it
child.
flying?
So I'm gonna do it again.
Go for it.
Flickering Angel of Despair.
Okay, what do I destroy?
I'm hitting the crack of N. The Kraken is dead.
And what happens when it dies?
Nothing.
Okay. That's Chasm Tool that does things. Oh, I need to put
pass the
Scarab. I
turn.
need to put Chasm Skull and Scarab God.
I have 2 5/5 flyers.
Because reanimating that is fantastic.
Every time I say Scarab God, I always think of Locust God for some reason.
They're both very powerful in different ways. Locust God is very, I'm going to vomit forth a bunch of flying, angry little things.
Yeah.
And Scarab God is just, I'm going to take your best creature that someone just killed, and it's mine now, but a little better.
And Scorpion God is I'm doing -1/-1 counters in colors that don't really have it.
And there's not much support for it. They haven't done much of it.
Sadness. Scorpion God kind of got the shaft. Even though he looks really cool to me.
Oh, certainly.
Draw per turn.
I did try to get you like the Masterpiece Locust God for like your birthday, but it's like $300.
I know. They're things.
But it looks so
They do.
cool.
They do.
Forest per turn.
And food. Oh, hey, that's back.
Silverclad Frost. Oh boy.
Hey.
Good
6.
thing I have lands to sack to it.
14. Commander currently costs 13. One short.
She's probably gonna cast out her hand.
Everyone's just getting ready to do haymakers.
I'm just kind of trying to do what I can.
At this, I don't
I'm
think
holding on for dear
I don't
life.
think Liz has gone down below 40. In this
She
game.
hasn't. Actually, I think.
No.
No, yeah, right. God, man, if only you had Aetherflux.
Okay,
I really should have run Wizards here. Well, actually, if I'd run Wizards, I would have just nuked everyone into the ground by now. There's
Okay,
more field lives
listen.
than this.
Us 3 against her.
Oh.
We have a
Arch
deal.
We have a deal.
You
Never
have a
mind. We
bargain.
can't do that. I'm sorry.
Arch enemy Liz instead of arch enemy Bolus.
You guys can arch enemy Liz. I have to sit here.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just trying to hang on.
Yeah, I'm desperately clinging on for dear life while King Kong climbs the tower.
Are you screaming like a
Yeah.
woman in a white dress?
I am.
It's been a long time since I've seen that movie.
The original?
Alright, so
no,
when
the
this
Peter
enters
Jackson.
the battlefield, it fights up to 1 target creature you don't control.
And then Rage can repeat this process almost ad nauseum until it dies from damage. So you've got 10 damage to.
You can't target my Sphinx in the
What's
pile
its
because
what's
it has
its
Shroud.
toughness?
Even I can't
10.
target it. Which means I can't flicker it. The only reason it's in here is because that third ability is very good.
And you know, a Shroud Flyer is not bad. Big
why?
on.
Oh, wait,
you know
no,
why.
wait.
Oh,
Deal.
thank God.
Oh. Okay, I have no
It
creature.
is.
thought we had a
is-
deal.
It is a May ability.
It cannot fight a tower.
That would be
King Kong
hilarious.
disagrees, but it cannot fight a tower.
It is a May ability.
Okay, listen,
But
if they
with
had
that
done the
being said,
whole
do what you
like buildings thing that they promised in Future
How
Sight,
much power
they
is
could.
That is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 4.
Ouch. You could fight the tentacle and that and,
Fight
and
the
nothing else.
tentacle.
I mean, that's yeah.
Just nuke his board.
Go ahead if you want. I'm not gonna try and weasel out of it.
Weasel
If
news.
nothing else, he doesn't have a really way to save it. Save it beyond the unsummon he probably has in hand. But he's probably saving for something. Actually, spells abilities are fine. Spells cost more when they target that thing. 2 more.
But I can unsummon something that's being swung at me.
Indeed.
But again, with that being said,
It is a May ability, right?
Indeed.
No.
you don't have to.
You could at the very least fight the tentacle.
The initial one is
loss.
not. I
There's
And
no,
honestly,
have to.
if you want to take the tentacle, go for it.
there's no cost to that.
Yep. Now it becomes a 9/9 until.
No, a 10-9.
Well,
Oh, yeah,
it
sorry,
has one.
10-9.
Not even that. It has 1 damage mark upon it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 10-9.
Well, yeah. I mean, for all intents and
No, I'm done
purposes, it's 10/9.
Yeah. Is that it for you?
No, I'm done with
sorry.
that.
Sorry.
Okay.
Combat time or casting things.
Nothing
Combat
has
time
haste.
is whenever
anything
I see
haste?
Mortal Kombat being played.
No, I'm not attacking. I'm not done. I'm done
I was
with
just
that.
curious. I was just curious.
Scott wants to know which C20 precon you're getting.
Oh gosh.
All of them look good.
I
The mutate one's a bit.
That's
no. I'm gonna go look. Okay. I have to make that decision.
Power.
You don't have to. He just wants to know.
I'm getting Ruthless Regiment, but I've told everyone that.
I'm getting
not-
all of them because I have to.
So it just costs 2 green.
I try not to get well, more than one commander deck of a
Big
color.
G's
Or a
here.
color combo.
Right, I am right. It only costs 2 green.
And yep. Heck, Altasaur alone would let you do that.
Yeah.
The other Big G is here. I'm sorry.
Because
here's Big G. Here's other Big G.
All right, and on that note, I passed turn.
Ooh.
I am getting.
Okay, can you?
Sorry about that.
Oh, draw monarch.
I think it's Calmax.
Oh,
When we get to copy spells.
draw for turn.
You can make Calmax infinitely big on like turn 3 or 4.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I'll explain it in a minute.
I think Mutate's going to be a bit. The Mutate Commander deck is going to be a bit iffy just because you only have one set to really pull from.
But they put a lot.
There's 17 mutate
I cast
cards in it.
Stitcher Giraffe. This is a card you should put in that deck because everyone else runs creatures. Is a 3/4 blue legendary human wizard that has the ability to pay 2 and a blue and tap him. Each player, including yourself, puts the top 3 cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard. Exile up to 2 creature cards put into graveyards this way. Make an XX blue zombie creature token where X is the total power of cards exiled this way.
He doesn't have haste, does he?
Indeed, no.
Okay.
Otherwise, I would do that.
I saw
But
you
I gain
tapping it.
life.
I saw you tapping it.
I was turning it around for visibility.
Oh,
Sadly.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
Now, 1, 2, and go ahead and do this. 3. I cast Una's Grace. Cast trigger. This lets me target player, moi, draws a card, and I can retrace. I can cast it from the yard by discarding a land card in addition to paying its other cost. That does not exile. Does this resolve? Draw a card. I gained a life off it already. Oh. Brings me joy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know him, you love him, you actually know you probably all hate him. Azor the Lawbringer, 6/6 flying. When he ETBs, my opponents cannot cast instant or sorcery spells during their next turn. When he attacks, I may pay X, white, blue, blue. If I do, gain X life and draw X cards. And it's a pre-release promo. Does he resolve? 6/6 flyer.
Yeah.
Also, and did I gain the life off him already? I don't think I have.
No, you haven't.
Excellent. That's 3 life now.
So that's a static ability. If he gets changed into something else, that no longer exists, right?
Incorrect. He's already applied the effect to you all.
Okay.
Unless you stifle that effect now. Which I have no objection to you doing. He's here to block, and if he lives, which I will do my best to make sure he lives, he will slowly claw me out of this hole I'm in.
I think he has a.
Actually, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get eaten by dinosaurs.
Actually, Mark, I think he has a date with an Orzhov angel.
Holes, no.
Oh, yes.
It kills
You need to stop pulling yourself out of this hole she keeps digging.
Oh.
And at this point, you're crawling out of the hole, and I'm hitting you with the shovel. Like, stop getting out of the hole.
Pass,
I
yeah.
don't really know if the dinosaurs are digging it. Their arms are really small. I wonder if they're more so stomping it.
I am being mud stomped into a hole.
It's just like,
Their arms are too little to dig the hole.
it's just like,
Especially this
stop
one.
breathing, please.
Arcane.
And I did just order like $100 worth of cards last night for
nice.
my dinosaur deck.
Did
Nice.
you use your trump box?
I guess in a sense.
Okay.
All right. Because I have to say, I don't like Calamax. I'm already doing a copy spells thing, but Xerus Paco and Xerius and the pair of Paco and Halden are both fantastic, and I'll build around one of them.
I want to build a Jeskai cycling deck with the shark
Any
and the
of those
human.
dinosaurs gonna come at me?
It's either you or me. It's either
Yeah,
you.
because
So,
I will do something to them if they come at me this turn, but just this turn only.
Oh, I can look in the top part of my library. Oh, right. I know what it is. Never mind. Hey, do you have a counter spell? Do you want to counter something? Do you want to feel happy again?
No, because I gotta keep it for other things.
Okay. Mark got me when I didn't have any mana untapped.
also, no casting thing. No casting instant sorceries during y'all's. You can cast them during his turn and so forth, but you can't cast them during your own right now.
Mark, look at my board and tell me I care about.
Wait a minute, hang on. That's the strangest thing. We can cast instants and sorceries on someone else's turn?
But not during our own.
At least
That is
for the-
hilarious!
It's just for the next round, and it's worded this way to muck about with mostly 4 2-player, which they thought this would be good in. It's sadly not.
the
But,
wildest thing I've ever heard.
I know, it's fantastic.
It was kind of overcosted, but to be fair, for what it does, it needs to be that much.
Yeah.
It's very
Now, if I
splashy.
just said can't cast spells, that would be perfectly costed and quite powerful.
No.
And
It's,
busted,
it's perfectly costed as is.
and busted as heck.
Well, with that being said, I pass the
Or
turn.
can't cast non-planeswalker spells or some such.
I pass the turn to Pain.
So you're gonna cast a bunch of stuff on my turn, or
Time to cast the
Maybe,
instance.
maybe.
go off a turn?
Depends on what gets played.
What? Wait. Okay.
Well, look at my dinosaurs.
I have no way to kill them. I'm trying to figure out the best way to survive without losing Azor. So,
They're just chilling right now.
22, 30. Jeez, I think if they
I'm
both hit
gonna
me, then I
minus
have to use Azor.
Aminatou. Minus Aminatou to kill her. Angel Despair Flickers, and Azor is a dead boy.
Why
I
though?
don't think you have to worry about saving it anymore.
I'm dead.
Marcus said, I think that's it.
Just saying.
I did the math already. 2 of them have trample, and those are the important 2.
I'm gonna recast, then proceed to recast Aminatou.
Actually, correction, that one doesn't. But still dead.
To recast Aminatou. Responses.
Sadly reserves.
I need you
Use
to keep
Aminatou to
everything.
flicker Kaya.
I need you to keep everything.
Not flickering the angel and blowing up. Oh, actually, you've got a deal on still.
Yeah. Oh, but I'm gonna minus her. I gain 2 life. Everyone else loses 2 life.
Well, less likely to survive.
So now we get her back to
Starting
her
life total.
again.
I'll fix it next
Everything
time.
but the angel can attack if you really wanted to attack.
I mean, Sphinx is Royal good, yes. But do you have a flyer?
Gee!
Oh wait, I thought there was a flyer. Okay.
No,
He just went.
Hey, you want to make your job on killing him easier?
it's already been done.
Like
I
how
know,
you just
but
pull
even
scratch out of
easier.
his pocket.
How much
Swing
now?
for 5. Right. So remember how I said I was going to play something that you might really want to counter? 1, 2, 3.
Instant and sorcery?
No.
Ooh.
4, 5, 6,
I gotta see something cool, so okay. I'm just kind of here
7.
at this point.
Runescar Demon. Flying, when it enters the battlefield, search your library for a card, put it into your hand, and shuffle your library.
That's a thing.
It's a 6/6, but sadly it does not cost for 6. Cast for 6.
Do you want to keep it?
Yes.
Don't swing at me.
Yeah.
Counter.
Okay.
He's already swung for turn.
Oh well. Don't do.
Yeah.
Don't do anything to me. Is what I'm saying. I don't.
Oh no, I want to
Okay.
flicker it to just get whatever I want from my
You're
deck.
finding
Okay.
either Skull Storm or Field Wipe of some kind.
Alternatively, no.
Oh, this
Potentially
ought to
that.
be- Oh, this ought to be good. Unless it's what's its face, that one.
Entreat the Dead could be fun.
Hostage Taker could let you steal
Do
dinosaurs.
you have to reveal it?
No, it's just a card. It's a demonic tutor.
Literal demonic tutor. It's a
Mom is mad you did not text her back.
Oh, no.
sit back.
unyielding rage. No.
That's a card.
Rage.
She literally said, I texted that I've been here since 2:45 and she's, you're not drinking?
Okay. So I went and got my card.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes,
Now I will
Justin
pass
did
the
not say
turn.
anything about my awesome solitaire score.
I will now pass the turn.
Turn on past. Do I live or do I die?
Should I stay or should I go now?
Because I have a total of
Darling, you have to let me know.
Actually, Galta alone could kill me. I am dead.
Oh, you don't have your commander out. I was about to be like, wait, you could just like fucking.
Behold my lack of mana. Did I spend it all on Azor?
Oh, thank
I
God.
thought about doing him as a commander because he's one of the only Azorius.
At this
things
point,
I have.
Mark. At this point in the game, we're throwing wild haymakers.
can't
And
play
as your
sorceries
last
on my
act,
turn, right?
Mark, as your last
Indeed.
act in this game, please cut my deck. That's such a dick thing to do. I'm sorry.
You're not going to get this back for like another 10 minutes, man.
No. Well, Mark, I might be dead in 10 minutes, so it doesn't really matter.
Alright, so I am
Mark, if you die on this turn, I'm going to show you the card I got, and you're going to laugh.
3.
Okay. I ain't mad. I've been doing my best, but it's just at this point I got to
can't do
try.
that. It's a sorcery.
Well, you've done very good in this game.
It's
You somehow keep coming back, despite you're like a cockroach.
I'm really. I
That's
mean,
a compliment.
honestly,
I've had to kill so many of those for my department.
Well,
Oh,
at least
that's
you've gotten
sad.
really good at using your rubber band gun.
True.
you got a rubber band gun?
Yeah.
Is it actually killing the roaches when you hit it?
Usually the big ones that'll cripple, the small ones that'll kill.
I am enchanting this land with Gift of Paradise.
Hey.
You can
kind
stop
At this point,
At this point, that's just a bit
you
overkill.
got booped.
If just the 8 swings at me, I get to live. That's the only way I come out of this.
No mercy, no respite. Blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull throne.
Hold on, Naya's not Korn's colors. He is
He's
strictly
just like
Rakdos.
Jund. He's Jund. Jund. He's Jund. Because he's in the Junderdome.
Rakdos.
Junderdome.
He's not green enough for that.
Junderdome.
Burning Sun's avatar enters battlefield, deals 3 damage to target opponent and 3 damage to up to 1 target creature.
You don't need to do anything to me. You don't. There's no point to it.
But I have a deal with both of them.
You have to deal with him?
When does
I
this
missed
happen?
this.
There's 3 coming at you and 3 coming at your creature.
The 3/4?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like it doesn't use
So Mark's down to 6.
I told her that if nothing swung at me, I wouldn't turn her creatures
If you
into
do swing
things.
at me, at least swing the Ferocity so I can block it and make them sacrifice something.
Okay.
I'll sack a land. Hell yeah.
I am the one
Alright.
who walks the.
That's all.
But in the
Anything
end,
swung
I'll
at me,
be
I'm
the
turning it
last
into
man
something.
standing.
I would say.
2 mana of
As some,
I hunger.
for those of us who are about to die, we
Ich habe
salute you.
Hunger.
2 mana of any
Ich habe
color.
Hunger.
I'm gonna get some kind of food after this. I might start the pizza heating if I'm dead.
2.
That'd be a good idea. Alternatively, DoorDash.
True, also an option. We'll have to look at that.
I've done that a bit too much in the last week, though.
I've used it once, so it's okay.
5.
Or I could just go drive to Chick-fil-A and get it.
That's a can.
Bellowing out.
I'm blind.
When it has dealt damage, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature.
Ballista.
In my mono white ever Halcyon deck,
Really?
I have half
Shooting
the,
at reloads of Ballista.
I have half the combo for
so you can block
Heliodon.
3, right?
Let's put it this way. That's a 0/1 right now.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's a 3/1 right now. So any damage that it attacks it, you're getting.
The Ferocity is now enough to kill me. The Ferocity alone, and I'm out of mana. If you want to be sure, you can dedicate another creature to it. But I am dead, and I'm blocking the Ferocity with something to deal damage to it to muck with them. Just to do a little bit more in the game.
Alright.
If I had Azor, I could sacrifice him to maybe still live, depending on what you attacked with.
And this just came out.
Indeed. Just chuck the 10/10 at me, and that would ensure it.
Why do you want to die so bad, Mark?
There's no other way, since apparently a bargain's been struck.
That's fair. At least for this one turn.
Ouch.
At me,
Yeah.
I block the Ferocidon. Damage happens, I die.
お前はもう死んでいる。何？
You two sacrifice things.
Oh,
I'm
no,
too
not
dead.
New Benalia.
I'm too dead to sacrifice things.
Mark,
Sack the
let me see the
nine.
card I got.
Give me a sec. Let me look at my next card.
Hang on a second. Hang on.
Ah, my next card is Factor Fiction.
Mark, do you want another turn?
He's already started packing up.
Oh,
He's
have
also
you?
If you want to give me another turn, shh, I just looked at this, but
I mean, do you want another turn? Are you gonna hit me with anything if you get another turn?
dude, I'm at the most you're gonna do is get milled for 3. And so I can
Dude,
make a
just
giant
let the
zombie.
game progress.
I can't actually get milled. All right.
Just
I
let
can't
the
get
game
milled.
progress, please. I'm already having to
Alright.
edit this much
Good mark,
footage.
guys.
GG.
Sorry.
It's okay.
And I
My
said-
next card
I
was
said-
Factor Fiction,
wait,
which
how-
is
You might end
it
up
came with the
with a very
pre-con. So
angry
it came with the
girlfriend
pre-con. It's not legal. It is legal.
Yeah, I'll put that in. That's the reason I didn't have Factor Fiction in
And
there
then
because I thought
Mark could
that-
go for like a Chick-fil-A run for everybody. I'm just saying.
For if someone PayPal's me money, yes.
So
I'll PayPal you
first
money.
things first.
I
Hang
will
on.
also PayPal you money.
Alternatively, I
Hang
can
on.
just give you my card.
Everybody, hang on. Did you? So you passed the turn? Yeah. Okay. All right.
Okay,
So
so,
there's gonna be a lot of shenanigans on my turn here.
out of curiosity, so these would be the 5 I've
So
piled
first
from
I'm gonna
Factor
draw.
Fiction.
Okay.
I wanna show you
So-
So I can play sorcery on his turn.
You're done. You're set now. Everything you can't play sorceries on his turn, but you can play instants on his turn.
What I'm
My effects
going
are gone
to do
now.
now-
Y'all are free. Be free.
Well, hang
Last
on,
things.
because I think I'm about to win unless if somebody counters me. So do you want to see something cool?
Also, I'm cheering for you, so
All right.
that's funny.
It is. I'm not going to get to use it.
This is very
Oh my
fragile, and could be stopped at many points.
Well,
So-
let's put it this way. I have a counter spell in hand.
Oh yeah.
I will use it.
Do you just want to end the game?
No, I want to win the game. I want my belt back.
Oh, I'm gonna Cyclonic Rift then, and then murder you.
Okay, then do it.
And all this time you were talking about how cool.
Letting
it
him
would
have
be to
another
win.
angel trigger, 2 more angel triggers.
Alright, so hello there everybody. The audio for some reason did not work on this clip, so instead I'm going to show you, or tell you what's going to happen here. I am bluffing having a counterspell in hand. I have a 3-mana counterspell, I only have 2 mana open. Praying to God Justin doesn't actually win here. Justin actually wins here, spoiler. Anyway, so he drew his island for turn. He has Thassa's Oracle in hand and just enough cards left in his library. Now, telling you exactly what he's going to do here. He's going to play a spell that I can't really see. I'm just going off the raw footage here. Probably not going to put the card up on screen just because... he's deciding how he wants to tap his mana, and he's being kind of a jerk about it. Alright. I think at this point I'm trying to bluff my way. I'm bluffing awfully, but you know, well. Alright, so he plays whatever the hell that thing is. Can't really tell what that card is. If you can tell me in the comments, that'd be great. Anyway, I think he takes my... Oh yeah, no, it's a spell where he takes my angel, my 5/5 flying angel. Alright. What else is he gonna... I think he's supposed to... hopefully the camera was recording. Looking through his hand. Yeah, we actually made a Chick-fil-A run between the last clip and this one because we were hungry. And it was already like 6 o'clock by that point. And that's about dinner time for most of us. And he plays Archaeomancer here, which is gonna allow him to go get... I don't remember specifically what it gets. A thing it's a target, so he should have told us, but oh well. C'est la vie. I don't think that means what I think it means. Anyway. He's then gonna play it, which I think means he will have... Is that a creature? I can't really tell. I don't remember what card that is. Let's put it this way. At this point in the game, I was convinced I'm not going to have another turn. And I had Sower of Discord in hand. For those of you who want to know what that does, basically you get to pick 2 characters. You get to pick 2 players, and they... Oh, here we go. Is this the card he wins off of? No, I don't think it is. Well, maybe it's not the card I thought it was. Hopefully we were recording during that time. Yeah, this it took forever to edit this damn thing, so... yeah, he basically mills himself down to, I think he has 1 card left in his library. No, wait. I really hope this is a sped up version of what's happening. and then he plays Thassa's Oracle and wins. But the funny thing here is that Justin actually does not win the Commander Club Championship here because he played a banned card, and he's going to dispute it in the comments and complain, but he played a banned card in Commander, and as a result, he needs to be punished somehow. So we stripped him of the title after he won, and ultimately, he's banned from the Commander Club for an episode. And in future instances where this happens, we're going to allow the person who did that to basically get a colorless mana to their mana pool for one turn, and then they're going to be banned for an episode. So that's how we're going to do it. And I hope you enjoyed this episode, and please do like, share, and subscribe to make sure that you know when the next Turn 1 Sol Ring video is going to be uploaded. Have a good one.